Yo, what's up, everybody? Hello. So the Epstein. We went over last episode all the evidence that points to the possibility that Jeffrey mother-effing Epstein might still be alive. The autopsy photos, the ears not matching, the nose looking different. And now it's come out in the files, his actual account that he uses to play Fortnite, confirmed to be his account, Little Saint Jeff 1. People keep saying Littlest Jeff 1, but I think it's, like Little Saint James. Littlest Saint Jeff 1. And it turns out that account has been active playing Fortnite while he's supposedly dead. So that's the latest conspiracy with Epstein being alive. I could picture him in somewhere in Israel, most likely, sitting there playing Fortnite. By the way, terrible taste in video games. I had very little respect for Epstein, but finding out he plays Fortnite, I don't know how you go up from there. I mean, play a real game like Counter-Strike, not one of these little. Well, I mean, he was probably because all the kids that play Fortnite. It makes sense. We also got, like always, a lot of racist shit has been coming out from these anti-ICE protesters, attacking minority ICE officers, black, calling them the N-word. And then conveniently, Trump posts a video about shit they found out about the 2020 election. And at the very end of it, you could tell it's a screen capture. And at the very end of it, for a split second, it auto plays into a meme of Obama and Michelle Obama and Barack Obama as monkeys. Essentially, they put their heads on monkeys. And it's very convenient. So again, anytime they push a narrative that the right wing is racist, it's all over the headlines. You just can't get away from it. They can go out there and scream the N-word at black dudes in the street. No reporting on that. No reporting on that. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff to cover today. Hope everybody's doing good. He played WoW. First time played it was, he had terrible taste in video games. Look, I have nothing against you guys that like these point and click, I'm gonna kill dragons for 10 years so I can, no offense. Have fun. But those games suck. Okay. They're all right to a certain degree, but the amount of life I saw wasted playing those games in my younger years from other people while I was wasting my time playing Counter-Strike, a real game. Come on. Let's play better games, guys. Let's play better games. So yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Friday night. Thank you for joining the show. Links are in the description. If you want to support the show, please smash the thumbs up. That helps get this out there. It's much appreciated. And if you want to join the conversation, you can send super chats. So let's get to the first item we will be covering on tonight's show in the Pingdom. Let me get this pulled up. So yeah, let me see. What's the first one? Because I forgot what order. Oh yeah, okay. We'll jump with the Donald Trump monkey meme, which look, I honestly feel like equality is being able to portray every race as a monkey. And I'm all for equality. We should be able to portray white people, Asian people, black people, Indian people. All people should be able to be portrayed as monkeys, okay? And not be considered racist. That's equality. And so let's get to this. We're also gonna watch the whole actual video, all the context. This guy did a good job. Anthony Brian Logan, breaking it down. Base black dude. Let's hear his take on it. And he gives the full context of what's going on, because if you were on the internet yesterday, all you saw was the 1 second that it actually showed that meme and left out all the context of why, who, what, when, or where. And it's not as nefarious as it's made out to be by the left. It is a little lazy because you could have easily, really quickly edited out the autoplay to the next video, but they left it in there. And it's like, dude, you got to stop handing them things to fucking grift about. Like, make it a little harder for the lefts. Like, you make it too easy for them sometimes. But let's check out this guy. He does a good job covering it. This is Anthony Brian Logan. I think some of
a video posted on President Trump's True Social page depicts the Obamas as apes. This has sparked bipartisan outrage, but there's much more to the story. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we're gonna
What up, ABL? I call him ABL. We boys.
talk about a controversial video posted to President Trump's True Social page in which the Obamas were depicted as apes. Now, I did not want to do this video, but it is blown up all over the place. I'm seeing it. ABC, CBS, CNN, TMZ. Everybody is posting.
And it's funny. None of them reported on actual mobs surrounding black people in the streets, calling them the N-word. Nobody reported on that. But a little meme and the whole fucking media erupts, and it's all they talk about.
Video, but they're not posting the entire video. The whole video is about stolen election data. It's about 1 minute and 2 seconds long. At the very last second, a brief snippet of a video pops up, clearly by mistake. And if you don't know about Twitter, the way it works is you could be watching the video, and once that video completes, it auto scrolls to the next video. So obviously what happened is somebody was screen recording to get the election video. The other video pops up, and they don't really bother to clip it out properly. They kind of just throw it up haphazardly. And if you go to True Social, most of the videos on there are kind of haphazard. You got TikTok videos with the logos on it. You got all kind of stuff happening.
Why is, I guess there's a legal thing that Trump has to keep using True Social, but who the fuck is on True Social these days? Are people really using True? I mean, I think it would help his approval rating to actually start posting on X again. Fucking Truth Social shit. It's so dumb.
Probably because you
Does anybody in here actually use Truth Social? Anybody in here have a Truth Social account?
got an intern or some
Please,
very
tell me.
low paid person doing the content, because who's on True Social anymore anyway? Not very many people.
Yeah, exactly, ABL.
Before I go any further, let's get straight to the original video in
And
content.
it took me, I couldn't find this. Last night I was looking for this, like the actual full video and not just a little 1 second snippet of Obama and Michelle as apes or whatever. So yeah, this is first time I got to watch this full video.
I will link to this video in the description box if you want to see it and hear it without my commentary. If you're on IG, Facebook, etc., visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Initiated by a court order, the Michigan investigation team obtained forensic access to a DS200 tabulator, the machine that counts the votes. A Telit 4G wireless chip manufactured in Taiwan was discovered embedded into the motherboard. The voting machine tapes clearly indicate modem engagement and transmission of election data.
Wait a minute. I thought they weren't supposed to be online. I thought that was like against the law for these machines to actually be online. Unless I'm remembering wrong.
Some of the anomalies that we noticed in the 2020 general elections, that 5 key states all stopped counting at a certain time in these key battleground states. These were all where the software, Dominion machines, ESNS machines were used, the Smartmatic, the GEMS software. So when the vote stopped counting, and this has been noted in other countries as well, President Trump was significantly ahead. When reporting and counting resumed, there was a massive spike occurred that
You guys remember this?
favored Joe Biden.
You remember this, beauty? You remember this?
At Makoff became a member.
Hey, what's up, MKL TV? Thank you, brother. Thank you for becoming a member. You rock, bro. Yeah, this is nothing funny here, guys. There's nothing funny there. It's normal. It's normal. So, okay, yeah, so all of a sudden, it auto-plays, dude.
That favored Joe Biden.
It just auto-plays into the next fucking... You know, when you're on Twitter on your phone, it's like everything's trying to be like TikTok now. And it auto-plays into this. And this is all it took, obviously. And everybody's like, well, what about this guy's algorithm? He's got a racist algorithm. And it's like, dude, it's just a fucking Trump meme. Where it's like, yeah, he's going to play the whole actual meme. Because the whole meme, it's not even that bad. Biden's shown as a monkey too, which is like, okay, that's equality, bro. I mean, the most monkey-like person I know in my life is an Italian man named Joseph Rogan. That guy is like fucking, I mean, like, I wouldn't be surprised if like his ancestors, like maybe 2 generations apart, was an actual fucking chimp. Joe's got a chimp body. He's got a chimp head. He is literally a shaved chimp, like a hairless chimp. So, like, I mean, what are we doing here? This is equality, okay? We can all make fun of each other when we act stupid and call each other monkeys, okay? It's 2026. Let's stop playing stupid games.
Okay, that's the full video. You could tell, obviously, that this was a mistake because it auto-scrolled. Let's go back and see that one more time. Okay, here's toward the end. I got the sound off, obviously. And boom, it scrolls up. Okay, you can see the animation. Can I play this a little bit slower so you can see the animation a little bit better?
Slow motion.
All right. I think that'll work out well for you. See? It just popped to the next video, and then they realized, oops, we didn't want to have that. So they scrolled right back to the other video, and then they ended it. You see?
The person must have accidentally flicked down or something. You know, I mean, what the biggest problem with this is like, dude, you're running the account for the president of the United States, and you can't take the extra cup because this is probably all being done on the phone, screen capturing on the phone. Throw it into, I mean, there's tons of apps to edit shit on your phone. Throw it in and just edit that little part out. Voila, an extra 5 minutes of work, probably. That's the worst part of this. Like, you work for the president of the United States, managing his public fucking profile. Like, that's a pretty big fucking job. And then you're that lazy with it? This person should be fired. Now, in my opinion.
What should have happened is that last piece, that last little...
I wonder if they're not even paying them anything. It's like, people don't want to pay editors shit. I bet you the president's like, yeah, we'll give you $30 per edit. It's like, okay, but I'll put very little work into it.
Second, that right there should have been cut. It should have been cut right there.
Exactly, ABL.
But it didn't do that. It just uploaded it. And like I said, if you go to True Social, most of the videos on there are like that. TikTok logos on the stuff. It's just kind of haphazard. Okay, now let's go to this actual video. I'm gonna play it without the sound because copyright. I'm not trying to have that on my channel, but let's see the full video.
This is definitely a win for Xarius. Xarius X. I mean, what a way to get discovered, right? Like, oops, it just auto played. You just fucking X puts you as up next in the algorithm for some reason, and then next thing you know, everybody's talking about your fucking meme.
Full meme video that was not posted in full on Trump's page because some think that Trump posted this. No, he just posted the video about...
You think he did it on purpose? That is a possibility, Dante's Guide, but it does look like he's just screen recording it, and it either they flicked it on accident to the next video down, or it just autoplayed in the next video. I mean, that makes perfect sense, but I mean, unless he knew, I'm going to set this one up to be the next autoplay, and like they planned it to that level. I mean, who knows? It's possible.
The election data in this video came up automatically after.
I've always been black, JCD. JCD asks if I'm a black man. Now I've always been a black man. In case you didn't know that, JCD.
After that on X Twitter. Okay, so here we got Barack and Michelle as monkeys, and there's a few more politicians in the video. I'm gonna show you the whole thing to give full. Okay, Hakeem Jeffries,
Hillary Clinton as a fucking boar. Hakeem Jeffries, what is that? One of those little monkeys? A meerkat? I mean, this is old school 2016 memes. You just take somebody's head, put it onto something else, and then put some music track to it, you know.
As a warthog. You got
a donkey. AOC's a donkey. I mean, that's kind of funny.
AOC.
The AOC's been getting thick as fuck, bro. She's going full torta, right? I mean, those you know, those milkers, man. Those milkers are getting big. Getting big.
And Gavin Newsom, what is it, donkeys? Okay. And you got who's this? You got JB Pritzker as an elephant. You have Adam Schiff as a giraffe because of the long neck. Okay, who else we got? We have Mamdani as a cheetah.
That's not a cheetah, dog. That's a fucking hyena, dude. Where's your animal knowledge, ABL? That's a hyena, bro. That's definitely a hyena, dude. What are you talking, cheetah?
And you have, what's that? Chuck Schumer as a...
And that's perfect that he's a hyena. I mean, that's the perfect fucking animal to pick for Mamdani.
A zebra. And then, oh, look at this. This is pretty interesting.
Kamala Harris is a turtle. And Joe Biden is, I don't know what kind of primate that is.
How about that? You have Kamala as a turtle, not a monkey, although some say she's black. And here you have Joe Biden as a monkey or a baboon or whatever that is, right? Okay, eating a banana. Okay.
It's fine. I mean, no white people care. Like, if you can, I'm telling you, like, that's equality, bro. We all should be open to the same jokes. Make fun of white people, call a white person a monkey. Fine. You want equality, then that should be the same for all races.
We have Hakeem. What's
Unless you think other races are less than and we need to protect them because they're weak and inferior, which is a racist leftist ideology that I do not believe in.
Is that a meerkat? Hakeem Jeffries, not a monkey. He black. They go Trump as a lion. So you have all the political people as
shit, who's that?
You know, I forget who this is. She's like some kind of activist. I don't think she's really a politician.
Just another random leftist.
But you got a lot of politicians and those linked to politics as animals and stuff like this. And I guess the whole thing is Lion King. You got Harry Sisson as a flamingo. That's funny. You know, so you can send a general idea. Okay, Whoopi Goldberg, what's that, a rhinoceros?
Didn't he come out as gay today? Didn't he come out of the closet? I'm proud of him. Is that Harry Sisson? Harry Sisson. Congratulations, Harry.
Harry again is a flamingo. Or is that a rhino? Yeah, it's a rhino. So then we got the whole team. But no Obama's on this one. But you can see what's going on. It's a parody video of the political people. A parody AI video, political people. Now, some are going to find it funny. Some are going to find it racist. But guess what? It really doesn't matter because this video was not posted at all. Like, the only thing that was posted in this video was this beginning piece by mistake.
Yeah, but that's all they need, dude. Context doesn't matter. They're going to run with it anyway. Here's this dude, Jeffrey Mead, talking about it. The whole Trump-Obama thing, post thing is being blown out of proportion. People like this will give you very limited context to try to manipulate you. Yeah, pretty much.
Trump is now trying to make an excuse for posting this racist meme. The White House is now telling CNN's Elena Treen that a staffer at the White House made the post. The post was made at 11:30 last night. Do you really believe a White House staffer made it?
Yes, I do. That is by far the most likely outcome. He just doesn't want people to believe it
My only problem with this guy is he talks so quiet, bro.
because that's not conducive to the narrative that he wants to push. And I'm going to break down how he's trying to do that and what really likely happened. So for starters, he's giving you limited context. He's giving you enough information to believe the narrative that he wants you to believe, but he's not giving you enough context to have a full picture of what's going on. The reason he doesn't do that is because it easily disproves the narrative he's trying to push. So he's cutting out context to manipulate people. For example, if you look at the little GIF, replaying video, whatever he has, you see there's no like timer at the bottom that tells you like what part of the video it's at. That's not an accident. Here's the actual video, and you can see it's 59 seconds into a minute 2 or whatever. Now, he doesn't want to show you this because if you have a time bar at the bottom, you see, okay, it's at the end of the video. What does that matter? Well, let's actually show you the video.
President Trump was significantly ahead when reporting and counting.
Yeah, we don't got to do this twice. Another debunking of it. Yeah, I mean, he's basically saying the same thing my boy ABL said. Notice how the vast majority of people who are talking about the post that came from Trump's account being racist are nowhere to be found when white liberals are calling federal agents in Minnesota the N-word with the hard R. Exactly. It is very convenient. It's very convenient when you have all this footage of them looking like a mob from like the 40s, you know, some Ku Klux Klan mob, calling black dudes the N-word in the street with a mob behind you, by the way, which just makes it even worse. And then all of the whole media apparatus just focuses on this little 1 second accidental clip.
Okay, now pay attention to this. The people who were the loudest about this post that was posted by a staffer, not even Trump himself, the staffer was being lazy, probably trying to get things done quick and didn't cut out part of the screen recording. That's when this part came up on the screen. But notice the same people who were pushing us all over the internet and talking about it and all this and that, they're quiet about things like this that have recently been happening in Minnesota. I'm going to give you 2 examples. Both of these have recently happened in Minnesota.
Oh, and you're black! What? Nigga, you're next! You're next, nigga! Look at you! What you looking at?
So she tells him he's black and she says, nigger, you're next. So we've got
That was a white woman, by the way.
leftists in Minnesota calling people niggers. And then we've got DHS agents who are telling these people to watch their mouths. So the leftists in Minnesota are calling people niggers, and the racist agents are the ones telling the leftists calling people niggers to watch their mouth. Let's think about that for a second. All right, here's another example. Here's another leftist in Minnesota calling a federal agent a house nigger bitch. Now let's think about this. All the people who are all over this Trump post, have you heard them talking about this? Have you seen the left calling out this abhorrent behavior?
Dude, we covered this a couple episodes ago. And yeah, I was like, dude, if this was a Republican, if this was a MAGA crowd, this would be nothing. It would be everywhere. Like, you would not be able to get away from it. It'd be like every other video in your timeline would be, oh, MAGA racist, blah, 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 blah. And they kind of did that. You know, they took the first little thing that they could fucking blow up and be like, oh, look, Trump's racist. And then the media ran with it. And then you just bury all the shit that the left's been doing.
Have you seen them doing that en masse? No, they've been quiet. They like to act like this never happened. They're essentially saying, yeah, it's fine. Go ahead and call black agents niggers, because they're nice anyway. Again, it's all about narrative control. We are in a propaganda war. If you don't know that, you should be aware of that. We're in a propaganda war. They're not principled. They don't care about being racist. They care about winning politically. That's why you can have leftists in Minnesota calling black agents niggers on camera and recording it, and the left does nothing about it. Again, you're not seeing the left come out in mass and condemn this behavior or try to cancel these people. You're not seeing any of that.
Yeah, because they really don't care. They don't give a fuck. They're actually, most of them are fucking racist. And yeah, they don't care. They don't care about their side being racist, because it doesn't, for them to condemn it, like if they really cared, right, and racism was this thing they cared so much about, you think they would come out and condemn it and be like, that's not who we are. We need to condemn this. We need to. No, they just, oh no, okay, push it aside. What's something Trump did that we can construe as being racist? Let's focus on that. They clearly don't care.
They're just letting it happen because they truly don't care. They just use black people as political pawns. I just want to point out the hypocrisy and the selective outrage that's currently happening. But anyway.
Yeah, good job, bro. Good job. Yeah. I don't want everybody to forget about those videos. Hey, here's another one. Don't forget about this one. This is the funniest one of all time. Leftist city council member drops 2 N-bombs and wild anti-Trump rant. So this guy tries to like signal how much he hates MAGA and how racist his MAGA friends are. And by the way, he never mentions who these friends were, because they were probably Democrats. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, this is hilarious.
How do you wink at a?
Oh my God, please stop.
All right, mother.
This city council member in
This is when people are just like too stupid to understand. Like, you're like, this is fun, because then like a leftist black chick starts calling him out. His own side turns on him.
Oh my God, please stop.
How do you wink at a?
Oh my God, please stop.
All right, mother.
This city council member in El Portal, Florida, had an emotional outburst for the ages.
The council, do we have any last questions or comments before I ask for a motion to adjourn?
I have one good and welfare.
Go ahead.
The other day I was traveling north on Biscayne Boulevard. I saw a CPB officer in a parking lot with a car pulled over.
Okay, now he tells a long and drawn-out, boring story about how he found out the officer had pulled these guys over because of the tags on their car, and somehow this is an outrage. Let's skip ahead to the end of this part.
That's what a CPB officer pulled over somebody in Miami-Dade County for, and then as an excuse to detain them. Guys, I don't know how to tell you this, so I'm just going to tell you it like this. I'm going to explain to you exactly why every white person in this country who voted for Trump is a racist piece of shit. I'm going to tell you that right now. How do you wink at a nigger? How do you wink at a nigger?
No. Wait,
All
don't
right,
do that.
I learned that from a 10-year-old son of a police detective in my hometown growing up. His father, a police detective, his best friend, another police detective. All right? My entire existence growing up, yeah, walk away.
So the proof that MAGA's racist is that you grew up, all your family grew up around a bunch of racists, and your family's probably racist too, and that's your proof that MAGA's racist? It's funny because I grew up in a small town in Texas, and I never once heard anybody say anything close to this racist. People didn't even make black jokes, but I guess wherever this guy grew up, sounds like they were pretty fucking racist.
Walk away. Do it. Walk away. We're coming. Everyone's in the streets, all right?
Yeah, he just pointed his imaginary rifle at you, Cyber Twitch. You got it. He did. 100%.
I never heard either one of these detectives say anything other than the N-word when they were talking about black people. Not once. Not once ever. Now, if you think that's a vile joke...
But I do want to know, like, were these Democrats or were they Republicans? Like, what was the political affiliation of these cops?
I just told you. I already told you guys in meetings in the past. I got 50 more. I learned them
please, no more.
all
no more.
by the time I was 10. Guys. Yo.
I think he just might be figuring it out right now. That this is not going to go very well. He's like, fuck, yeah, I should have really thought about how I told this story. And now he goes like full, like, you know, white guy pretending to be black to try to like virtue signal, like, hey, I'm pro-black.
ICE, if you don't wake the fuck up to what is happening right now, you don't deserve this country. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Fuck ICE and fuck CPB. You guys better pay attention to what the fuck is happening. I don't know what's wrong with all you privileged assholes who sit on your ass and don't.
Yeah, say all the keywords, fuck ICE, privilege. Say all the keywords. Hopefully that'll make them forget that you just dropped the N-bomb. The full with the full ER, and then acted like you were shooting a black person. Let's see how his fellow liberals feel about
Don't
that.
get out in the streets and protest this shit.
Thank you very much, Councilperson.
It's over. It's over. You better get in the fucking streets.
I do understand that you're
you.
trying to make a point, but even in trying to make a point, I do think it is a grossly offensive word to be mentioned in any context.
And
so
it needs to be put in white people's faces that this is what's happening.
No, but
that didn't go too well, did it?
I'm not a white person, and it's being put in my face, and I find it offensive. So I'll personalize it for you. That even though I understand that you're trying to make a statement, I actually don't understand it, but it's appears.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. Because all you proved is that your family and everybody you grew up with, wherever you're from, were really fucking racist. Thank you for letting us all know. That basically proves that, yeah, you grew up with a bunch of racists.
As though you're trying to make a statement. And in addition to that, I share some of those feelings about what is going on in the greater world. I do say that as a white man, you should not be saying the N-word in any context. And I take great offense to it. And I think that you owe us an apology.
Bro did not understand. He thought they were going to cheer him on. They were going to be like, yeah!
Freeman 3 super chatted $20.
So dumb.
He's trolling or he is this incompetent.
He's retarded, bro. He's trying to grift. He doesn't really understand how to grift to the left. He's probably new to the game of grifting to the left and probably low IQ at the same time. And he just didn't really think this through. Because like if I was grifting to the left, of course I'd know that's gonna get me in trouble with the people I'm trying to grift to. Like you can't just come. You can't give them an opportunity to like virtue signal that they're offended. They'll take it every single time. But yeah, at the end of the day, what did that prove? It proves he hung out with a bunch of racists, dude. Right? Thank you for the 20, Freeman. It's very generous, brother. It proves that where he grew up, the town he grew up in, and obviously friends with his family, which would make me assume his family too were doing this. Like it sounds like a you problem, bro.
I will certainly apologize. I mean no offense to anyone other than white Christians who voted for Trump.
Oh.
Ooh, wow. Tell us how you...
Look at him. He knows he fucked up, bro. His career's over, dude. I don't think this guy's going to be able to come back from this. I mean, I don't think you can scream fuck ICE enough to be forgiven for this.
You really feel. This meltdown didn't go well with, well, anybody.
We caught up with Councilman Erb on Monday afternoon.
Okay, I acknowledge that the words that I used were go beyond just anger or offense, but for that many people, it is outright traumatic.
But is it really just about the forbidden word being used? This fedora-wearing city council member was particularly upset for other reasons.
El Portal.
Imagine who would vote for a guy like this, dude. Oh yeah, I want nerd fucking Reddit mod in my city council. So can we get out and start voting locally, please? The only reason retards like this get voted in is because nobody shows up for local elections. I don't even care. Can we please start showing up? And actually, more people should run. More people should run for their city council, man. People don't understand. That's a powerful role to have.
Councilman Winter said he personally felt attacked during the meeting as a white Christian.
We're in an election year, so I'm not sure if it's the right time to resign or just play the whole thing out. But that would be something for the attorney and the mayor to decide whether it should be done. I do not feel comfortable having him on the dais.
And at the next city council meeting, his tone had completely changed.
His last name is Nickerson? Omar C. Nickerson? Or is that the person sitting next to him? I don't know.
I didn't hear you apologize to anybody.
Oh, he's in big trouble now. Everybody, this is going to be the whole fucking talk of the community. All the questions are going to be about him needing to resign.
Everybody else, me in particular, and everybody else.
You're right, El Jefe. Let me pull that one up.
I'm not white.
Yefer
I'm Latino, but I voted for Trump.
$10.
And you call me a piece of shit.
He is the retard of the day. Musical note.
Absolutely. Are you apologizing for that? For voting for Trump and calling me a piece of shit?
I am sorry for the entirety of the statements that I made. I own those statements. They were impulsive. I did not.
I like how he's dressed like oh my god.
Andrew Wilson 760 super chatted $2. Nickerson.
Yeah. What a last name, huh? Those Nickersons, bro. They're a racist bunch. That's for sure. Very racist, the Nickersons. Yeah. I'm pulling up this song. See, I mean, he looks so pathetic now. He's wearing his little sweater with his little his little collar under. I mean. It's so sad, bro. He thought he was going to be a hero. Like he was dressed like he was some badass or whatever. And now he's really trying hard. He's going to need to go on an apology tour, dude.
Plan to say all of that, but that doesn't matter because in the moment I had an opportunity to stop myself. I did not. I take full responsibility for all of that. And I am deeply sorry for the entirety of what I said at the last meeting.
I appreciate that. We all get caught up in the moment. I have many times. I appreciate you owning up to it, and hopefully never happens again. And we can move on to whatever others, if anybody else wants to talk. Thank you.
Thank you.
Poor guy. Let's find the right. We got to get the end clip of him.
It's over. It's over.
Yeah, it is, buddy. Anyway, retard of the day. Congratulations. Poor guy.
You are the retard of the day. I can't believe what you just did. You must have a hole in your brain. Congratulations. You are the retard of the day.
I mean, it's a high honor, dude, to win retard of the day on this show. You should be proud. Here comes Stephen A. Stephen A. doesn't know what he wants to do. Stephen A., whatever the last headline Stephen A. read is like his new worldview. Like, I mean, this guy's trying to get into politics. He's so fucking clueless, though, bro. This isn't what Stephen A. has to say.
I just wanted to address this subject, and that's essentially involving.
And by the way, this is out of order. This is him talking about the Trump, Obama meme.
The president
Controversy.
Posting a video depicting former President Barack Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama as apes. I'm going to say that again. Depicting the first black president in United States history and the first black first lady in United States history as apes.
Oh, he's
Monkeys.
upset. He's mad.
In the year 2026, that has happened.
Yeah, it's called equality, bro. Equality of fucking jokes, okay? It's equality.
Now, before
I see that as progress. Honestly, it's progress. Progress.
Before I go into,
we're all Americans, bro. We're all capable of, being made fun of in the same ways. Race shouldn't play into that.
Let me say this. The White House says that it wasn't the president's fault, even though the video has been removed from the president's Truth Social account. The guy in the White House using his administration to tell you he had nothing to do with a post that has his fingerprints and his smell and his stench written all over it. That's who we're talking about here. And that same man must be universally condemned for having his platform associated with such an insulting, classless, despicable post that was on his platform for 12 hours. Anybody who doesn't speak against him on this is complicit. You're telling us what you think.
It's not that big a deal, bro.
Black people.
No, about Obama and Michelle. You guys got to stop being so sensitive, bro. It's about Obama and Michelle, okay? And clearly you haven't seen the whole fucking meme. It's really about the Democrats and how shitty they are, yada, yada, whatever. I mean, the context does matter.
There is no way around this.
Too sensitive, Stephen A.
This requires universal condemnation. Doesn't mean he's going to leave office. But it could mean that we need others in office during the midterm that aren't necessarily on the right, so more checks and balances can take place, and perhaps, dare I say, he'll be a bit more
What indeed?
doing nonsense like this, because again, I believe he is guilty of this.
See, nobody said I was racist against Italians when I made this meme.
At Freeman3 super chatted $2. The grift is on.
Yes, sir. It is. It is. See, nobody complained when I made this meme, bro. Nobody was like, "Oh, that's racist against Italians." It's like, dude, we humans, according to science, we all come from monkeys, okay? So it's a common theme to make fun of somebody as being a stupid monkey when they're being stupid. Okay? That's equality. And nobody cared when I did this.
What indeed can we learn from the behavior of the chimpanzee, our closest relative, that helps us to understand the true
What was the
measure
outrage
of
for
the
this?
human mind? Chimps communicated in a number of ways remarkably similar to our own. Chimps share with us a dark side to their nature. They, like us, are capable of annihilating other societies of their own species. They, like us, wage war.
This was a long time ago. I didn't have AI to make this. So I just did a shitty job of just cropping out Rogan's head. And it takes a long time to like crop frame by frame. That was a mistake I made. But anyway, yeah. I mean, if you look at Joe and you look at a hairless chimp, like they're literally the same. Hey, that's a really old video. No one complained when I did that, man. You know, where was the complaining? Now people are saying this right here is an AI photo, but I don't know. I mean, it looks too okay. It could be AI because these two guys look exactly the same. I mean, it looks like AI just like recopied the same model, so it could be AI. But yeah, somebody says, I mean, this is the photo going around saying this is Epstein in Tel Aviv. But there is no street in Tel Aviv called Hangaris Ave. Stop sharing AI slop, bro. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. It does look like him. I don't know if it's AI slop or what, but it wouldn't surprise me if this is Epstein now and he's just wandering around fucking Tel Aviv with a beard. But yeah, this is the Epstein account, Little Saint Jeff 1. More receipts to support that Epstein's Fortnite account is in fact Little Saint Jeff 1. According to the released documents from DOJ, and the account has been set to private today upon the discovery of this information by people, citizen journalists online. So yeah, this is from the files, man. Ugh, let me see. I gotta zoom this in. I cannot see any of this. Thank you for your purchase of Frenzy from YouTube. Boop boop. Little Saint Jeff 1. So I guess that's Little Saint Jeff as a known account of Epstein's, huh? Little Saint Jeff 1. Interesting. Dude. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out about this little Saint Jeff. There are reports of Epstein's Fortnite account active in Israel. The username Little Saint Jeff that is recently released Epstein that is in the recently released Epstein files, where the account bought $25.95 V-Bucks on May 7th, 2019. The account is in fact linked to Jeffrey Epstein himself through receipts in the recently unsealed Epstein files. These documents include a YouTube subscription receipt. Yeah, we just looked at that. People online match this exact username to a Fortnite profile on Fortnite Tracker, which shows stats like Silver 1 rank in Chapter 5, Season 1. And then wins into 2025 and past activity flagged in Israel. So I mean, maybe it's somebody that just has the same name. I mean, that's possible. You know, because it doesn't look like, it looks like the DOJ confirmed he had that name on YouTube. So, I mean, it is possible. I mean, that is a crazy link right there. Seems like he immediately started playing Fortnite. Chapter 1, Season 10 ran from August 1st, 2019 to October 13th, 2019. The profile went private shortly after going viral, which aligns with recent X discussions. Although it's not officially confirmed, I believe people are onto something. Little old Epstein playing Fortnite, bro. I mean, I guess when you're faking your death and you have nothing to do, you just sit around gaming. And it wouldn't surprise me if Epstein was a gamer. I mean, he did come across as a bit of a nerd, you know. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being a nerd, but there is a certain type of person that could be described as a nerd. So yeah. $25.95 was charged V-Bucks on Fortnite. Oh, is that confirmed? So okay, alert. Yeah, so there is a confirmed that he did get a charge for Fortnite. Crazy that this fucker was playing Fortnite, bro. Israel flag? That can't be real. Is it really an Israel flag, bro? Really? Yeah, this is him. I mean, that's a lot of gaming, bro. I don't know. I've never played Fortnite. I don't like games that look like stupid cartoons. But that's just me. Here's Asmongold talking about it.
Maybe Jeffrey Epstein is still alive. In the Epstein files, there's a receipt from YouTube where his username is Littlest Jeff 1. Hello, Littlest Jeff 1. Wait, Littlest Jeff 1. There was a charge.
I think it's Little Saint Jeff. Like Little Saint James.
In May 2019. But he died in August. Wait, Chapter 5, Season 1? Wait, that was recent. Epstein's Fortnite account is active in Israel? No. Fortnite Tracker. All right, gentlemen, we have the Fortnite account right now. Let's pull it up. The profile has just been made private. Wait a minute. Can I look at this on Wayback Machine? It has not archived that URL. Epstein just privated his account. I have screenshots of his stats confirming he's alive. How is this proof? Okay, so this is why people think that it's Jeffrey Epstein. He got a charge for $25 for V-Bucks on Fortnite. And this was on May 7th, 2019. And this is, again, keep in mind, justice.gov. This is the government website for Jeffrey Epstein right here. And this is Littlest Jeff with jeevacation@gmail.com. It could be a troll, but how could it be a troll?
Would you be that sloppy if you were pretending to be dead to still be using an account that was connected to you when you were alive? Would you be that sloppy? I don't know. Maybe if you feel like, you know, the government's protecting you and there's doesn't matter. Like, I don't know. But that is kind of sloppy if it is really Jeffrey Epstein alive, still playing Fortnite.
If they did it so far in advance. The account isn't brand new. It was discovered. My guy faked his death and immediately started playing Fortnite. Fortnite Chapter 1, Season 10 ran from August 1st to October 2019. Crazy. Get the screenshot of him playing Season 6 before it's too late. Where are the other screenshots of this? I want to see it. It says I can't edit the post. Where's the imager link? Matches. So he and wait, this is Season 4, and he had an 8% win rate? Look at Chapter 3, Season 17. 17% win rate?
He probably cheats, bro. Look, cheating in these games is... I don't know about Fortnite because I don't play that, but if it's anything like Counter-Strike, there's so many fucking cheaters. And somebody like Epstein, of course he's going to cheat, bro. Like, what do you expect? You think Epstein's going to play the game fairly and not download some fucking cheats? Definitely cheating.
He has kids playing
No
for
one
him.
has that high
He's
of a
in
win
Tel
rate,
Aviv playing Fortnite. This could be wait, this is his WoW account? Wait a minute.
Context.
This is the Department of Justice. Jeffrey Epstein played WoW. And he was a wrath baby. This was right before Cataclysm. Wait a minute. No. He was Horde? I knew it, guys. I knew it all along. He has heirlooms? Yes, he has heirlooms, which means that this...
Now they're going to geek out over Epstein's account. Yeah, I mean, come on. You freaking WoW nerds, bro.
This is an alt. This is an alt character. This is Epstein, isn't it?
Yeah, everybody keeps saying it's AI, but I don't know if anybody that's like proven that it's AI. Oh yeah, the sign. That guy said the sign is... So maybe it's not AI. Maybe it's a picture of when Epstein was actually alive in a different country, and they're just I don't know. You know how people do things on the internet. They'll fuck around to get some views, basically.
Dude, who is this guy? Someone posted the photo.
But that's what I would imagine Epstein. You know, you would think Epstein too would have like gotten facial reconstruction, like facial surgery, so he looks totally different. He probably doesn't even look like Epstein anymore, dude.
Without the beard on your Discord? Guys, okay, I'm gonna save this photo though. So, which one is better? Okay, that's a better photo. And why does it not? What the fuck? Why is it not? Why is it doing this? Like, what the fuck? The fuck?
That is weird. That is weird. Don't I have this photo still open? Yeah. Yeah, okay, it'll let me save the image. Now, it sounds like a you problem. Sounds like a you problem, bro. I don't know. Maybe all the porn you've been downloading has been gold. You know? Yeah. So yeah, dude, the ID shit is crazy, dude. The fact that there's this much against IDs and this dude's trying to paint it out to be Jim Crow 2.0. Like, everybody having an ID to vote to prove that they're actually a citizen when we know there's a lot of people here illegally that shouldn't be voting, and just taking a simple security measure of being like, yeah, let's have photo ID for voters. That's Jim Crow 2.0. Like, are people going to believe that? Are people really going to go like, oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, it is Jim Crow. Who the fuck would believe something that ridiculous, dude? Insane.
So, Leader Schumer, this talk about election security has revived discussions of the SAVE Act, which you have said you oppose. Proponents of it say that it's, to have ID, you have to prove U.S. citizenship to be able to vote. Though some of the claims they make, to be clear, are overstated. We know there's not widespread election fraud. But polling does suggest, there's a new Pew Research poll, that 95% of Republicans, but also 71% of Democrats like this idea. So why do you not?
It's Jim Crow 2.0. And I called it Jim Crow 2.0, and the right wing went nuts all over the internet.
Bro, like the actual like African Americans who had to live through Jim Crow are probably churning in their graves right now. Like, you know what we went through, and you're comparing voter ID to that? Ah, that's disgusting, bro.
That's because they know it's true. What they're trying to do here is the same thing that was done in the South for decades to prevent people of color from voting.
By Democrats?
For instance, if you change, you're a woman.
Yeah, I remember Democrats doing that.
Who got married and changed your last name, you won't be able to show ID and you'll be discriminated against.
Oh no, less women voting? Oh, that sounds so terrible. I'm more for it now. If we get less of these crazy fucking women voting, okay, yeah, please, photo ID. Let's make it hard for women to vote.
Can't find a birth certificate or a proper ID. You'll be discriminated against.
It's such a bullshit argument too, by the way.
This is vicious and nasty. And I said to our Republican colleagues, it will not pass the Senate. You will not get a single Democratic vote in the Senate. We're not reviving Jim Crow all over the country.
It's so ridiculous that they can say things like that. That somehow photo ID is reviving Jim Crow. Bro, make it more obvious that you want to fucking steal elections, bro. Please. Because that's all that is to me. It's so fucking obvious. You don't want more election security because you guys are taking advantage of loopholes like California where it's illegal to show your ID when you vote. Not only do they not want voter ID, they'll arrest you for trying to show your ID. I mean, I don't know if they'll arrest you, but you know what I'm saying. You get the point. Yeah, I mean, you're making it very, very clear. You guys got something to hide here. Here's another one. Jamie Raskin.
What's wrong with the SAVE Act? What's wrong with it is that it might violate the 19th Amendment, which gives women the right to vote, because you've got to show that all of your different IDs match. So if you're a woman who's gotten married and you've changed your name to your husband's name, but so now your current name is different from your name at birth, now you've got to go ahead and document that. You need an affidavit.
Oh, so I'm sure there's not a fix for this, right? It's like impossible to fix. Oh no, that's it. Now you can't vote. Yeah, I'm sure there's a fix. It's so fucking dumb. Oh no, this is racist against blacks, and it's going to hurt women voting. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. I'm still for photo ID, okay?
Explaining why, and why would we go to all of these the troubles in order to keep people from voting when none of the states that are actually running the elections are telling us that there's any problem? What's wrong with...
Yeah. Well, most states that are sane, like even fucking Somalia, they just passed a law for photo ID to vote. I mean, dude, and then people in I know that there's this guy from another country, and he's like, do people really vote with no ID? Like, is that real? Like, it's so stupid. Even other countries look at it and go, the fuck? I mean, we all have to have ID when we vote. Like, I didn't know it was Jim Crow, but apparently it is, man. It's Jim Crow 2.0, dude. Next time you need to buy a pack of smokes and you need to show your ID, that's Jim Crow 3.0. I don't know if you've heard about Jim Crow 4.0. That's next level. That's when you want to buy beer and you got to show your ID. It's just fucking stupid, bro. So stupid. And this lady breaks it down.
What they're trying to do here is the same thing that was done in the South for decades to prevent people of color from voting.
See, this is where my righteous anger pop up, because I know what he's saying is a lie. I live in the South. I've been living in the South my whole life on the Gulf Coast. I go to vote every single time there's an election. And guess what? I show my ID. I write my signature. They check to make sure who I am. I go vote. No problems. Nobody asking me any questions. Nobody making me count the jelly beans in the jar. And quit lumping us in the people of color category. We're Black Americans. Amen. And we are citizens, and nobody is taking away our right to vote. What they are doing is they're using Black people, going back in the past, provoking emotional manipulation, because they know if they say Jim Crow or slavery, Black people are going to be like, oh my God, he's right. They're coming against us. This has nothing to do with you, Black people. Wake up. People of color he talking about is illegal migrants. They don't have IDs. That's their new voting base.
Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, they're looking after illegals and throwing Black people under the bus by making them seem fucking like they're all retarded and can't make the simple steps of getting an ID, which they all fucking already have. I mean, I wonder how many Black voters are going to lose when they hear these crazy Democrats convince them that they're too stupid to get an ID. And they're like, but wait a minute, I have an ID. All my friends have an ID. I mean, there are some things that are just so obviously stupid that it should wake people up, but it still don't.
Letting these people use you. I've been having an ID since I was 15 years old. I'm 50 years old. Every Black person I know has an ID.
She's looking good too. That black don't crack. That's the truth, by the way.
Need an ID.
Neither does red. Red don't crack either.
To drive. You need an ID to go into a club. You need an ID to fly on a plane. You need an ID to go into another country.
That's all Jim Crow. It's Jim Crow 4.0, 5.0, and 6.0.
You need an ID to buy liquor. You need an ID to buy cigarettes. I don't know any Black person without an ID. Even the poorest of the poor Black people have an ID.
No shit.
JJ down the street that dig in the trash can that I pass by, and he always bothering me about a little bit of money. And when I feeling a little giving, I give him $5. Guess what he do? He go straight into the liquor store and go buy him some liquor. But before he do, he present his ID. So even the homeless man got an ID. Black people, y'all can keep letting these liberals play in y'all face, but Malcolm X warned y'all about these people.
Don't forget.
They're using you. This is about getting illegal migrants to vote. They don't have an ID, so they don't want any questions whenever they walk in there. They are.
Excuse me, this is misinformation. Illegals don't vote. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Democratic Party new voting base. They are the new slave.
For instance,
let's just make sure that they don't vote. It's like saying children don't buy booze, so we don't need IDs to buy booze. Well, let's just make sure children don't buy booze. Then let's do the same thing with our election. Let's make sure illegals aren't voting by having simple security measures that every other country has. Right? What's wrong with that? There should be nothing wrong with that, unless you want to cheat. Then you might have a problem with it.
If you change, you're a woman who got married and changed your last name, you won't be able to show ID and you'll be discriminated against. If you can't find a birth certificate or a proper ID, you'll be discriminated against.
You can get that shit fixed. People lose their birth certificates all the time. It's not hard to get fixed. It's just you got to go through the fucking process, dude. Not the end of the world, dude.
Well, first of all, that's a lie. Yeah. I've been married twice. Don't judge me. Divorced and then he died. Now I'm remarried. Now let's get back to it. Both times I presented my birth certificate and photo ID. And then I got a marriage license. I got married. And then if I tarried on getting my name changed, guess what? If I went to vote and I didn't have the right name, all I have to do is bring my marriage license. And we know we got a birth certificate. You know why? Because I needed it to get my marriage license, dummy. Or if you didn't need it, you had to have some type of...
shit. You need an ID to get married? Jim Crow 9.0.
ID in order to get the marriage license. So you bring both. You bring both. And they check it. And they see that the marriage license is your name change. That is just if you just got married at the time of an election.
Yeah, she's like me. We're the same. We're both flabbergasted by the bullshit. What's up, Freeman?
At Freeman 3 super chatted $20. Rip Patricia Dixon.
That's an actress, right? I see. When you guys give me these ones that I don't know what, I gotta look them up. Patricia Dixon. Learn about Patricia Dixon. A relationship author? Is that who? Patricia. All I'm seeing is about this author. Dr. Patricia Dixon, a relationship author, educator, and coach, served as an associate professor. Yeah, I don't know what that means, man. I don't know. Maybe you can give us more context. What are we talking about? Patricia Dixon. Thank you, Faber, for the 20, though, brother. Maybe there's another Patricia Dixon, but I love her. We're the same. I'm just as flabbergasted as she is. Are you guys ready for the Red Guard? This is taking things to a whole new level. They are now using children in their anti-ICE protests, putting their lives in danger. Look, it'd be one thing if most of these, like 90% of these anti-ICE protests were actually following the law and were like protests where they're on the sidewalk with their signs, shouting their slogans, not disrupting not getting in the street, not throwing things at cops, not marching down to a federal building and, sieging a federal building. Like, if it was just straight up wholesome, old-fashioned protesting, I would probably not really care too much. But we've all seen what they call protesting, and it's breaking the law. It's getting in the street, stopping vehicles. It's sieging ICE, throwing things at ICE. And they're bringing kids now from like middle school and below and making them a part of these things. And yeah, that's some Red Guard China shit, in case you don't know. So some communist shit. And yeah, I don't think this is a good sign. We don't need a bunch of kids going around fucking murdering people for their for the Fuhrer, you know? Second graders, bro. This should be illegal. Every fucking school that should be that approve this, they should have all their funding ripped away. They should be all fired and dismissed and never allowed into the school system again. This is fucking insanity. And it gets worse than this. Yeah, that's what I want my second grader to do. I want to be co-opted by some woke fucking retard teacher into doing some stupid protest. This is Seattle. Imagine being a parent and you're watching the news. All of a sudden, you see your kid running through the streets of Seattle like it's the Planet of Apes. So yeah, as you can see, and kids are more likely to get more out of control once they see that, like, oh, all of a sudden we're protesting, we can get in the street, like all these normal rules that I have to follow go out the window because we're part of a protest. Here they are running down the fucking street in Seattle.
That looks like high school kids. These definitely like high school kids.
I guess these are high school kids. Okay. And I mean, it's already gotten some violence between these kids right here. Protest leaders have just led hundreds of middle and high school students towards the federal detention center, but is closed off by LAPD in riot gear. The crowd of students are confronting LAPD to include throwing items at LAPD, forcing them back. So yeah, this is, if you say we're going to go join an anti-ICE protest, this is what they do. And you're going to bring children out here to do this. So also, you can have a fucking shot of a child getting some tear gas shot. Because what are you supposed to do? All right, okay, it's a bunch of 13-year-olds throwing rocks at us. I guess we just sit here and die. I guess we just sit here and get pelted by rocks. No, law enforcement is going to have to respond at a certain point if that continues. So then you're going to have, dude, it's like, you look back at history, like, so many things kicked off by a mob confronting, law enforcement, whether it was, the National Guard in France during the French Revolution. After the Boston Massacre, you had the same thing where like a mob was attacking some British, and they opened fire on the mob, and then things got crazy, and even I think it was John Adams even defended the British soldiers because John Adams didn't like fucking unruly mobs. We all know about John Adams, fucking legendary founding father, who had priorities. And he's like, I hate the British, but I also hate mobs. And I hate, not following law and order. So I'm going to defend the British in shooting the mob. Yeah, I mean, look. Imagine if they get their footage of a middle...
Andrew Wilson 760 super chatted $2.
Yeah.
Teachers need child endangerment charges.
Yeah. So imagine they get what they want. This is what they want. They get something. Thank you for the 2. They get that beautiful shot of a law enforcement officer putting his hands on a kid, pushing a kid, anything that looks like he's getting aggressive with a middle schooler, a child. And that's going to rile up more people to go join the mob. A lot of like low info people that don't understand the game that's being played. And it's getting disgusting. And as the summer starts, it starts warming up. I think we might get another summer of love. I don't know. I don't like where this is going. Yeah, and they're throwing stuff at the cops I don't know if it's the children doing it. I'm sure probably. We got footage of children, kids, school kids, doing it on another clip coming up. This is Red Guard shit, bro. This is, I was watching an interview. It said it took 17 years before Mao unleashed the Red Guard because he needed 17 years to indoctrinate a new generation to go out and be killers for him, to go out there and find the traitors of Mao and fucking get rid of them. The people in this country, these kids have been getting indoctrinated for a lot longer than 17 years. And they will activate that shit when they want to go full revolution. You'll be if you're not part of the revolution, you'll be getting chased in the streets by 11-year-olds with baseball bats and guns, maybe. That's where this could lead to. Yeah. So everybody responsible for this needs to lose their jobs and possibly have charges brought up on them. I mean, what are they not willing to sacrifice for the woke mind virus, bro? Like, you sacrifice your kid's sexuality, cut his dick off. Well, I mean, why don't just throw him in the mob and sacrifice him for the revolution? I mean, what the fuck? Here, this one, it gets even worse. Middle schoolers in several schools in and around Salt Lake City, Utah, left school in the middle of the day to protest ICE. This involved them throwing things at vehicles, marching through stores, smashing school bus windows, going into busy roads, and chanting a bunch of things that they know very little about at their age. So watch, this kid fucking throws some shit at a truck. This could kill somebody. Okay, I don't know what he's throwing, but you got a truck moving 30, 40 miles an hour. You throw a rock through the front windshield. Yes, you could fucking murder somebody. Oh! But the thing about kids versus, like, I mean, we've seen these adult ICE protesters, they get fucking crazy and do stupid shit. Now imagine a 13-year-old ICE protester. Imagine the stupid fucking choices they would make in these situations. It's super dangerous, bro. There's a one that got hit by a car too. I just saw that clip earlier. I don't know if I saved it, but this kid just ran across the street. Somebody said he ran through a red light, and he ran across the street and just got hit by a car, flipped him over. It looked like he got up and he was okay. Probably had like some damage, but that's how stupid fucking kids are, bro. You can't even trust them to stay on the sidewalk and not run in the middle of a car.
2181 super chatted $19.99. How are these bums not being prosecuted?
Well, I imagine they're in lefty areas where they're protected by their city government. That's usually the case, Spocko, I would imagine. But, I mean, this is another level. I mean, this is Red Guard. If you don't know what I'm saying when I'm talking about the Red Guard, I'm talking about, Mao, okay? He used a bunch of children to go around and they formed a little military called the Red Guard. And they would go around essentially policing people to make sure they were good commies. And if you weren't, then, re-education camp or worse. And, yeah, this kind of looks like that to me. Thank you for the 1999 Spocko. Appreciate you, brother. Hope you're doing good.
Jathan.
These are all just clips from, I guess, the footage.
I see you, Freddie. I see you.
I don't know, bro. I think heads need to roll, dude. Children need to be in school learning. This is fucking dangerous. For the school to approve these kids going to an anti-ICE protest, everybody in that school board who approved this needs to never have anything to do with our children again. This is insanity, man. Insanity.
I feel bad for my sister because we ain't had much at all. See my thoughts.
Let me mute the terrible music. Yeah, so it was multiple cities. Like, this is obviously organized.
So do you want me to? I'm gonna go get McDonald's. Or do you want me to meet you? Okay.
Oh, sorry. Let me get back to this one. Yeah, Cyber Twitch, thank you for the 5. Says, glad to see we are teaching our kids to be free thinkers. Oh, dude, we're so fucked. I mean, this is a big problem with our, like, this is what keeps this stupid ideology going, is that as people age out of it and become wise to the bullshit, they have a new, fresh crop of brainwashed kids to replace them every single time. We really do need to reform our schools. First of all, they're doing a terrible job of teaching our kids. Our kids are getting dumber. Gen Z is dumber than millennials for like the first time in forever. Like a generation has lower scores than the generation before it. And a lot of it comes down to like no critical thinking skills and the internet warping people's minds.
At Freeman 3 super chatted $5. Mao started as an editor, so to speak, to what equals a college newspaper.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. I know Mussolini, right? Mussolini was a writer, or was he an editor? Yeah, I know Mussolini was like working for newspapers, but I didn't know that about Mao. Interesting. Thank you, brother.
Immigrants are welcome! No fear! Immigrants are welcome! No fear! Immigrants are welcome! No fear! Immigrants are welcome! Hey! No fear! Immigrants are welcome!
I wonder if these kids have been watching the videos of the anti-ICE protesters and all the glowing coverage of how brave and you know, and then now they're like, oh great, I get to be one of these, you know, or their mom, or I don't know, dude. It's just fuck, dude. Can we leave the kids alone, please, for crying out loud? Please. All right, yeah. There were fights too. I remember hearing there were some fights. Yeah, that's great. This is where we are now. This is where, yeah, I got a lot of, the tabs are off the charts today, guys. The amount of tabs. I don't think I've ever had this many tabs. So, yeah, let me close some of this other stuff down. Oh, shit. Just to save some resources. Bro, can we do this a little quicker? Come on, bro. Can you just show me the X without clicking on it? I got too many tabs. It won't even show me the fucking X, bro. Come on, bro. Okay. Oh, right clicking it's not any quicker either. I'm almost there. I gotta free up some resources. My computer's getting slow as fuck right now. It's too many tabs, dude. Too many tabs, dude. All right. One more tab. Okay. Yes, as I was saying, Gen Z is retarded.
At Andrew Wilson 760 super chatted $2. Legal immigrants are welcome here.
Amen. Exactly. Come in legally. And you should be paid very well to come here as well, right? Like if you're coming here for a job, you should be paid more than Americans. You should. So as a legal immigrant that's coming into this country because we have a need for something, yeah, God bless you. And you should make really good money so you don't fuck over Americans and bring down our wages. God bless you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting bad internet or anything. Tabs maxing. Yeah. I don't know. It's saying it's poor. Hopefully nothing's poor. Hopefully the stream's working good for you guys. So yeah, neuroscientist study reveals that Gen Z has become the first generation to be less intelligent than its predecessor, the millennials. I'm a millennial, by the way. I'm one of the first millennials, like the older end of a millennial, but yes, I am a millennial. For the first time in 100 years, young people are scoring lower than their parents on IQ tests and core skills like memory, reading, and focus. Yeah, they're too busy brainwashing them to be good little leftists that they forget. You know, actually, it's probably on purpose to not teach them critical thinking skills, because critical thinking skills might actually have them realizing when they're being lied to and manipulated. So, yeah, that's not good. This is happening mainly in the US and Europe. The main cause appears to be excessive screen time and digital device use, particularly in schools and social settings, while some suggest Gen Z is just developing different skills. Research shows actual declines in fundamental problem-solving abilities. Yeah, I think that's also a part of the world we're in now, man. People don't have to think for themselves. They can just pull up all the answers. You don't have to come up with your own answers, and you don't have to think for yourself. You don't have to think through any problems. You just, now with AI, it's going to get even worse. You just go, hey, AI, what do I do about this? And the AI tells you and you do it. Didn't have to think critically for 2 seconds. You got your little fucking buddy to tell you what to do. So yeah, people are going to become more retarded as AI becomes more prominent. And then, you know, I don't know what's going to happen to the human race. It's getting kind of sketchy, bro, with all this new technology. Is like, ooh, they don't even need us anymore. Here's Ted Cruz with a Freudian slip. Old Teddy.
And tragically, this
Lion Ted
keeps on happening. Now, Senator Booker also said we should have bipartisan agreement. I think that's a great idea. We should have bipartisan agreement. How about we all come together and say, let's stop murders?
I like that. Well, I can agree with that.
How about we all come together and say, let's stop rape?
Of course. Yeah. Definitely rape is bad.
How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles?
Wait, what? No, I can't get on board with that one. What?
And tragically, this pattern...
Wait a minute, I gotta hear that again.
How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles? And
that is a kind of weird Freudian slip, like... And he does, look, I'm not saying Ted Cruz is a PDF file. I would never say that. I have no evidence that that's the case. But he sure does look like one, I have to say. From looks alone, I wouldn't let him around my kids. Jake Lang, he's so annoying. Jake Lang, you're not helping anything. He went and he kicked over this ice statue, and now Minnesota's throwing him in jail. I guess it is helping in the sense that you're showing us the hypocrisy of how laws are enforced in these woke districts. But other than that, like, I don't know. Jake Lang is so annoying to me, bro. It's just cringe as fuck. But yeah, here's Jake Lang. It just looks silly, dude. It just looks silly.
At Freeman 3 super chatted $2. Steel Pulse Wild Goose Chase starts playing.
All right, thank you, Freeman.
At Spocko 2181 super chatted $1.99. I can no longer support the Zodiac Killer.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we got someone better than Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is pretty terrible. And thank you for the super chats, guys. The way he kicks it over, it's just so effeminate, you know? Like, you should have probably used like a hammer or a baseball bat. That would have looked cooler. But your little girly kicks, you know, your feminine kicks, it just looks kind of lame. Oh, don't fall. He's not very athletic, is he? He's not. There's no way this guy's ever played a sport in his life.
Ice, baby! America first, America only!
This is the guy who not long ago almost got lynched and murdered by the mob, which, you know, I'm not a Jake Lang fan, but that was scary. I was scared for him. And so, yeah, he got arrested with this. He's got charged with a felony destruction or some shit like that. And, you know, as you can see, the comparison is to when the left was like tearing down statues and like nothing really happened to them for doing that. It's typical, you know, we don't have a fair application of justice in this country, depending on what district you get in trouble in.
We'll see.
But yeah, he looks so stupid doing it. It's so stupid, bro. It's so dumb. The guy who led the toppling of the St. Paul Columbus statue had his charges dropped in a deferred resolution agreement where he did 100 hours of community service that involved conservation circles where he talked about the harm of the statue being up. That's funny. His community service. I mean, of course, that's a community service he did. I don't know. People are starting to like really like JD Vance now, and I do have to say, I was sketched out by Vance for a while because I don't know shit about him.
Super chatted
What's up, Hunter?
$5. Ted Cruz was mistaken. Be nice, H is my friend.
I'm sorry.
In British, you can trust me and Prince Andrew. It's not like USA exists. BC of Brits that talk dumb like me throwing kisses.
Thank you, Hunter Vex. I'm sorry. I will not talk bad about Ted Cruz anymore. Ted Cruz is an outstanding gentleman, okay? Thank you, Hunter Vex. Appreciate the 5. But people seem to be coming around a little more to JD Vance. And I was always like, I don't know. Like, I kind of worry. I don't know much about him. I don't know. Is he a sneaky neocon? I don't fucking know. But to be honest, when you think about it, like, who did we have as VP last time under Trump? We had Mike Pence, and he was fucking terrible. Mike Pence almost was like a traitor, almost like he was sabotaging Trump from within. Whereas JD Vance, I don't know. He's kind of growing on me, bro. He's kind of growing on me at this point. Do you plan to apologize? He's definitely better than Pence. There's no doubt about that. Do you plan to apologize to the family of Alex Pretty? JD Vance, for what?
Did you plan to apologize to the family of Alex Preddy?
For what?
For, labeling him an assassin with ill intent.
Well, again, I just described to you what I said about Alex Preddy, which is that he's a guy who showed up with ill intent to an ICE protest.
No, but if it's determined that his civil rights were violated by this FBI investigation, will you apologize to that
family? So if this hypothetical leads to that hypothetical...
His civil rights. Yeah, it's your... did you guys... The 75th Amendment in the Constitution... Did you know that you could actually go armed and fuck around and interfere with law enforcement and then try to de-arrest people? Like, that's a civil right, guys. Jesus Christ.
Hypothetical leads to another
it's a real case.
It's a civil right to be really stupid, to fuck around and find out and get yourself shot. It's your civil right to do that.
Thing. And again, like I said, we're going to let the investigation...
Should you plan to apologize to the family of Alex?
Yeah, the answer should have just been, for what? No. Just no. Do you plan to apologize? No. Next question. Stop acting, LARPing like you're fucking some sort of revolutionary. I think it's because people are so used to cars, but like, think about it. Think about like if this was the Wild West and you elected a sheriff to go get rid of all these dirty illegals that were sneaking into your country and fucking, committing crimes. And as they go in their horse, because they're on horses, because this is the Wild West, as they ride their horse down to go do an operation and remove this bad guy, a mob of dudes on horses surround them. You'd be like, holy shit. Like, this is like war. But it's okay if we do it in cars. It's not war. This is protesting. Like, I mean, come on, man.
Oh man,
I hope somebody makes a movie about this someday.
Like, I love this.
Sure
I really
will.
do. Like, conspiracy. Yeah, they're gonna get him on conspiracy and everything, man. And I love this. Plenty of journalists have been put in prison, just mainstream journalists. Well, this is like, do you think he'll do any jail time? I think that. So if JD Vance keeps going with like this, are you going to apologize to the family of the guy that got killed for calling him a terrorist? And then he goes like, for what? Like, if we get that guy running for president in 2028, I could see things actually getting better. I could see them legitimately getting better. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to happen, right? I'm not sure. But, like, I'm holding out hope. And so that's it. Oh, man. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Look, it's easy for JD Vance. Like, Trump is always saying stupid shit, and JD Vance isn't. So it's making people like JD Vance, because at least he's not saying stupid shit like Trump does. I think the reality is a lot of people are very black-pilled right now. There's a lot of people that are really shitting on Trump all the time, and for a lot of deserved reasons. Like, a lot of their criticisms are deserved. And but what's going to happen, I think, is come election time. I could be wrong. I mean, if we're going to go historically, yeah, the Democrats are going to take the midterms. The Democrats are going to win the presidency. That's just historically how things usually go. But I'm having a feeling a lot of these people who were Trump voters, who have jumped off the Trump train or are just criticizing Trump nonstop, once the decision comes down, because it looks like it might be Kamala again, once you're faced with that decision again between Kamala and Trump, people are going to go, okay, well, Trump sucks, but he's still better than these fucking retards. So, yeah, that's always what it's been. I mean, complain all you want, but it's always been, he's better than these retards, and that's it. It's like, it's, you know, it's not perfect, but he's not that. He doesn't scare me as much as those retards do. And it'll be probably that, it'll come down to that again.
I love this. I really do. Like,
yeah, so we'll see. JD Vance, I mean, I don't know. He seems like he could pull off. The more he's VP and like the more I can see him being president and see him pulling it off. So we'll see. CNN's Harry Inton predicts MAGA will outlast Donald Trump. MAGA is as powerful as it has ever been. Interesting.
So how much power, and we're talking about influence here, do they have on the GOP, especially over the long run?
Yeah, over the long run. That's what I think is so important here. And it's not just about Donald Trump. It's about the Make America movement. Again, that's what we're talking about, Make America Great Again movement. And it is as powerful as it has ever been. Because I want you to take a look here. GOP who view MAGA favorably. 2 years ago when Donald Trump was running for term number 2, it was 74%. Today, look at this. It's 78% of Republicans.
Yeah, and if you're just reading X, you would think that he's gotten no support left because everything on X is just people angry about Trump who are voted for Trump. But again, I think it comes down to it. It's like if the Democrats don't have a fucking option, that's not like some far left crazy shit. What choice do you have but to vote for the lesser of two evils? And this is what people will do. I think the Democrats, you know, they could win, but it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for Democrats to win unless they can present a candidate who doesn't fucking suck. And yeah, I mean, they can keep promising free shit too. That's like their best thing. It's like, oh, free shit. You want money? We'll give you money. And then what do? They, you know, it ends up just being stolen. Nobody gets any help. It's just another grift to steal fucking money.
Republicans who view the Make America Great Again movement favorably. So we're talking about something that, in my opinion, will very much be able to outlast Donald Trump. Trump is in term number 2. He can't run for a term number 3. But the bottom line is this. What he brought into the GOP looks like it's going to last long beyond him.
It's a very populist movement. I am curious because J.D. Vance would then be the next standard bearer of this movement. Where is the GOP on how they feel about him?
Yeah, okay. So, you know, obviously J.D. Vance, the Vice President of the United States, at this point looks like a favorite for the Republican nomination come 2028. And one of the reasons why he looks like a favorite is because the Republican base loves J.D. Vance. What are we talking about here? Someone who really represents the Make America Great Again movement. This is somebody a year ago, his favorable rating among Republicans, 81%.
So this is surprising to me. I'm not too surprised with J.D. Vance because everybody's kind of mad at Trump. It's not J.D. Vance everybody's mad at. And because he's kind of behind the scenes just, you know, saying the right things occasionally, but otherwise being quiet, yeah, it's helping Vance. Making people like Vance more.
Latest.
But I would, you know, if you look on X and it's just everybody's just angry. You would think like all these numbers would have dropped.
Marquette University Law School poll, look at this. 84%. 84%. So if anything, his favorable rating is somewhat up from where it was a year ago after a year of Trump. And of course, that matches what we see when it comes to MAGA, right? It matches what we see coming to MAGA, whereby it was 74 and now it's 78%. If anything, MAGA's grip on the GOP, and it seems like the next in line to be the next standard bearer of MAGA, both of them, their favorable ratings are actually up after a year of Donald Trump's second term.
That's interesting. Yeah. I would have thought it'd be down, dude. I mean, it's just so much negativity right now. And again, a lot of I'm negative about a lot of the things people are being negative about. Yeah, I mean, I was always expecting to be disappointed with things. I guess some people are kind of new to how things work. You don't always get what you want. ICE begins talking to a possible illegal. He confirms everything by trying to run. Guy narrating can't hide how much he's loving it. From Kim Katie USA. She's always got good ICE clips. And my favorite are always when a black dude is commentating.
Yo, why did they just jump out on this nigga though? Bro, look. They was following him in the car. I ain't trying to run. He trying to run. Ah! Damn, this shit crazy though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it is crazy. You're right, it is crazy. It's crazy how badass they are. See, a lot of times you don't even know if it's ICE. Like, people are posting videos of ICE and shit. It's not even ICE. It's just some other federal law enforcement.
How do you be knowing though?
They be knowing, bro.
He just came out of ShopRite because he almost ran him over.
They be knowing.
Jumped out in front of me. I let him go. I seen this nigga waiting. And they was following him the whole time. That's crazy.
Oof. That's crazy, bro. They be knowing. They be knowing. This ICE has been going after a lot of these Mad Maxers, these people that are like the what do they call them? What's the left call them again? Legal observers who are chasing ICE in the streets and breaking many, many laws in the process. They're arresting them now. It's good news.
Simone, Ryan Eklund tells us that he had just dropped off a kid at school. He had headed over to the grocery store to pick up some things when he noticed pretty clearly an ICE vehicle that was just kind of patrolling in the parking lot there. And so he started following them from a safe distance, recording them as well. They eventually noticed him and they had 3 interactions with him. The first one, they kind of boxed him into a parking space. They came up to him. It was kind of a, hey, how are you? But they were photographing his face and his car. And then the second interaction, they stopped him and came up there and said, this is your one warning. If you keep following us, we're going to...
They do this every time. They're usually pretty nice at first. They're like, hey, look, I get it. You have to stop telling us, okay? We're gonna... And then they even stop them and they go, hey, this is a warning. Stop telling us. We're going to... And they don't listen. They keep escalating. They keep fucking stalking ICE in the streets. It's just stupid, bro. These people are deranged and they're retarded, and they need to leave law enforcement alone. If you have a problem, go through the process of legislatively changing the laws. Stop harassing law enforcement. It's not the right way to do things, okay?
Arrest you. And he said, I'm allowed to follow you and record you, so I'm going to keep doing it. And then the third interaction, they actually followed through on that threat.
We've been warned that you're continuing to follow us and you're breaking a lot of...
Oh, no. Hell no. Nope.
We warned you, sir.
Oh, nope. Hell yes.
One of those ICE agents went into the back seat, gave me a chokehold around the driver's headrest, unbuckled my seatbelt from behind me in my car. And those 5 agents pulled me to the street, put me in cuffs, and put me in an unmarked van. And
Okay, Corin, so then what happened from there?
Well, Simone, first off, you might have noticed in that soundbite there that he's got a scuffed up face and he's got a black eye, and he says that all...
I didn't really. Did you guys see that? He looks fine. I mean, he's got a little bit of redness. I mean, looks like he's got a skin condition, to be honest. There's no black eye. Bro, come on, bro. What black eye, dude? I mean, this could be something, but he also could have a skin condition. It looks like he has a fucking skin condition. Or they just happen to rough him up in the same way that would show up like he has like rosacea or fucking psoriasis or what's the other one that fucking people get I forget about. Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. He looks fine, dude. It looks like he looks so roughed up, bro.
Marked van and...
Okay, Corin.
That's so dumb.
First off, you might have noticed in that soundbite there that he's got a scuffed up face and he's got a black eye, and he says that all happened right here in Woodbury at this location when the ICE agents forced him to the ground and kind of moved him around with their knees on him, etc. From there, he went over to Whipple, where he was detained for a little over
eczema. Thank you, CyberTwitch.
9 hours. He said he was kept in a cell that was specifically for male American citizens. When he was first there, he was all alone, but by the end of the night, there were several more folks like him in that detention cell.
Yeah, the following is an intimidation tactic, and it's also the whole goal of following them is like, oh yeah, we're going to document. Now, it's to get a response out of them that you can then, manipulate the narrative to be like, oh, ICE is attacking citizens. It's like you brought about, like you did. None of this had to happen if you'd mind your own business, but no, you decided you wanted to play fucking private eye and follow ICE officer, and then when they say, hey, you're telling me we don't like it, it's not good for us for you to be telling us. And also, a lot of times we've seen it. They break laws. Like ICE will go through a light, and next thing you know, the light turns red, and the guy will just run a red. We've seen the Mercado do it, just running like 10 fucking red lights in like 10 minutes to keep up with ICE. It's fucking stupid. So like, if you guys would just mind your own business and leave law enforcement alone, we wouldn't have any encounters. But what they want is the encounter, so that they can, spin the story, make it about how ICE is attacking U.S. citizens. Update: EU hits Elon Musk with $140 million fine and is looking to arrest him because Grok questioned how many Jews died in the Holocaust. Yeah, I had a feeling some of these other countries like Germany, etc., would start coming after X. They want to force their laws on us by suing the fucking big tech to follow their speech laws.
Big. Okay? And I talked about this yesterday, and I also talked about criticism I get when I cover this. And again, it's not about the criticism of me. It's the litmus test for people not understanding priorities. Okay?
Okay.
I would say, because I spot checked it last night, and I knew it was going to happen. I said it on air in the report. I did like 30 minutes on Elon Musk being persecuted, and they're drumming up criminal charges in the EU and Brazil and everywhere else, and how the EU is an unelected dictatorship, and how it's coming in and trying to take all of our speech away, and they're trying to bully Elon and already huge, giant billion-dollar, multi-billion-dollar fines. Now with criminal charges, France says they're looking to charge him criminally, at the request of the ADL and Keir Starmer. So it's multinational. The left here is going over there to do it. The main reason is Grok questioned whether 6 million Jews died in the Holocaust because there weren't 6 million Jews in Europe.
That was pretty hilarious when Grok went like Mecca Hitler and shit. Yeah. Grok's a little, I mean, we don't need Grok to go Mecca Hitler, but Grok's a little too scared now of like having any opinions. He just rides the fence on everything. It's really annoying.
I guess I'll go to jail for that. I mean, I think Hitler did kill a bunch of people. I've studied it, but the numbers got exaggerated. Let's just stop, okay?
Well, I'm not saying that. I'd never say that.
But regardless, they now say they're looking to arrest him for Holocaust denial because his AI did that. And then a third of the comments were, why are you sucking Elon's weenie? Things like that. He's horrible. He's evil. He's a globalist. And I'm just like, do you know he freed up X? Do you know
Alex has a hard time with the B word. So many times the B becomes a V. It sounded like he said globalist. The globalists. But Alex, you're still reading your comment section too much, bro. You need to chill out with reading your comment section. I'm closing more windows because everything's going so slow. Too many tabs, too many windows. Shutting it down.
He got Trump elected. It's better than Democrats. Do you know they're coming for your speech? They've got to get through Elon to get to you. It isn't a debate on whether Elon's perfect or not. It is a debate about how the world works and a major movement for free speech that he's leading and under real attack over.
Yeah, the problem with Elon is like, yes, thank God he bought X. It really fucking changed things. It was a big deal. But what happened to the original vision of like, actually everything's legal? If it's legal, then it's fine. It's speech that's illegal that will be removed. And that's never what happened. That's my disappointment with it. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad he did what he did. But to me, he didn't go far enough. Because I think he's had an effect on other platforms. Other platforms have pulled back a little bit because of X being more free, but it's still not free enough.
He seized Starlink assets and a bunch of other stuff, and we're going to criminally charge him in Brazil, and he was forced to back off because Trump wasn't in yet. Trump should go put pressure on them to stop that because they're doing it to American companies and American people, and they're targeting us. We're already, by extension, on the internet under EU rules. When you go to any site that prompts you about cookies, that's the EU. You say, well, that's a good prompt. It doesn't matter. The EU shouldn't be governing us.
I agree. Just shut down X and France. Say, fuck it. Fuck the French. They can't have X.
And so the issue is they're coming for our speech. And the White House and J.D. Vance have talked about it. Trump did pull $40-something million investment from the UK a month ago over this. That obviously wasn't enough because it's Keir Starmer, I showed you the articles yesterday, that went to the EU because they have stronger laws and said, do this to Elon Musk. And I played the clip of, I'm coming after Elon. I'm coming after X with his evil pedophile protecting eyes. So so you want Elon arrested and you want X free speech to end, and then that won't put pressure on the rest of the big tech who've backed off some censorship. It's not a good thing that we're winning the info war. Well, of course it is. But everything becomes a mindless, one-dimensional, black and white litmus test of how pure you are. And it's sick, and it's dangerous. And I'm just talking to that large minority of people to grow up, man. We're barely beating the globalists right now. Our idea of culture is winning. Politicians at least have to give us lip service, and we're getting a lot of real action. Do I trust them all? No.
Alex is always fighting against the black pillars. Dude, let them do their thing, Alex. When it comes time, again, to vote, they're going to pick the better option, right? And they're probably going to vote for Trump again. Or not Trump, but, they'll vote for the GOP candidate again. And if not, well, fuck it. This is why right now, we can't guarantee Democrats aren't going to get back in power. This is why we actually have to fucking do things. This is why you got to get rid of the filibuster and just fucking make things into law. Executive orders aren't enough. They can just be overridden as soon as the next president comes in. We need to get rid of the filibuster and then secure the elections, pass that into law. And as many fucking things as we can. And time's running out. We need to do it right now. Shit just moves too slow, bro. Yeah, people are getting tired. We're seeing more of this, citizen police force that wants to block the roads and force people to go through checkpoints to confirm they're not ICE. It's crazy, right? They don't want our laws that we pass legally to be enforced. But they think they can just become their own police force and stop cars in the road and do little checkpoint checks like their fucking border patrol. And that's fine. This is so weird. But yeah, this guy's, I would be pissed off too, dude. I understand why this guy's so pissed off. Cause is he coming home from work, going to pick up some fucking milk for his kids? And then he's got these deranged fucking communists LARPing like they're the police.
They're almost done. They're almost through. So just give it 2 minutes and you'll be good to go. Green light, get the fuck out of the way or I'll run your ass over. It's just about time. It's a green light. They're out of the road. It's there. Let's go over there. You can turn that way. Kids in the road.
Bitch ass nigga, run.
Yeah, and then he's the problem, right? He's the bad guy. He's the bad guy. What's your problem? We're just LARPing as police and getting in front of your car and pretending like we need to check your plates and make sure you're not. It's dude, fuck off. You can't stop me in the road, bro. What are you fucking doing?
What's you mad about? White trash?
And now they're mad because he wouldn't play along with their LARP.
What the fuck? What are you saying?
Yeah, dude. I don't know why local police allow this. They should all be arrested for impersonating a police officer. At the bare minimum, dude. At the bare fucking minimum. Let me close some more of these. Get my computer functioning again. Because, yeah, I probably need to just restart things, but then if I restart things, it might fuck everything up. So we'll just shut more of these windows down. Did you guys see this shit? Let's see, where did I leave off? Yeah. Let's just finish going here. Yeah. Just takes forever for it to fucking pop up, bro. I gotta move to Brave. I heard Brave is much better at not eating up so many resources. Yeah, an Olive Garden employee died after jumping into a deep fryer in what authorities described as a suicide. That's hard for me to believe, that somebody would take themselves out in that manner. I think a full investigation needs to be launched into what happened here. Because, dude, I mean, there's so many ways to achieve said result that do not involve so much fucking pain. That has got to be one of the most brutal, terrifying ways to go. My hope would be like the pain would be so intense that maybe you just like go into shock and just you're gone, you know, like you just shut down. But oh my Lord, I don't know. This needs to be investigated. I really don't. This is hard to believe, dude. Like, and what you have to go head first. Like, so you have to literally like dunk your head in there. Like, who the fuck would? Maybe working at Olive Garden is pretty terrible. I don't know, man. I have a hard time believing this. No, it's slow. Someone pushed him in. I'm thinking there's some funny business here, MMA KO. Because that's an. Who would want to go that way? Like, yeah, I want to make a statement of how badass I am. It's like, no. I don't know, dude. And obviously the guy was sane enough to hold down a job. Like he wasn't a schizo who like, you know, lost touch with reality. I mean, maybe that's the case. Maybe he just lost touch with reality. But that's fucking insane, dude. Yeah, this one's pretty creepy. This popped up earlier. And wait till the ending, okay?
Without whom I wouldn't be here. So thank.
So this is the little girl from the movie The Ring. I think she played like the creepy little girl in The Ring.
Thank you. And I also just want to thank everyone who voted for me and at MTV, of course. And to all the ringworms out there, I just want to say
So good. You're doing so good.
Uh-oh. Who's that? I remember back in these days, you know, the early 2000s MTV Awards, P. Diddy was fucking all over that shit. Yeah, that's P. Diddy.
I just want to say, everyone will suffer.
Poor kid. It's so cringe looking back at it now. Yeah, that's not the part. I guess that's a line from the movie. I don't remember, but I mean, this is kind of the creepy part. Like the way he's looking at her, but just wait.
I won the MTV Movie Award.
Here's where it gets real creepy.
Coming to the after party tonight.
I mean, this was the broadcast, and they thought it was funny. It's funny. Like let's put a little edit of P. Diddy asking her to go to the party afterwards. Looking back at it now, that's pretty fucking dark, ain't it?
After party tonight.
She looks kind of terrified, dude. I don't know. I think we need to get kids out of the movie business, and let's just get like young looking adults or midgets. We'll let midgets play children. We tried, we experimented, we let the kids into the movies, and you fucked them, literally. So no more kids in movies. Okay, now we got to use midgets, smaller sized adults, makeup, AI, whatever. No more kids in movies. Sorry, you blew it. You abused that privilege. New Yorkers are losing patience with Mamdani. This is a Great Wall of New York City trash. This is now a national landmark. You can't even see that there's a road on the opposite side of this. I'm about 6 feet tall. This is insane. Yet there's been a lot of clips of these fucking gigantic piles of trash that are just lining the streets of New York. I don't know what's going on, but that's not a good sign.
I did a video about Mamdani not cleaning up the trash in New York, and people were like, oh, it's because of city snow.
I mean, look at all that trash, dude. Is this? I mean, this is not normal, right? Like I know New York's a big city and it's a lot of work, you know, the maintenance of the city. But this is telling me that like there's a complete breakdown of city management if this is what's going on.
Because of ICE. Do you see this? This is because of nothing. Look, this is the Great Wall of New York City trash. This is now a national landmark, actually. You can't even see that there is a road on the opposite side.
Oh yeah, the rats. Plural Blue says next comes the rats. Yeah, I'm sure there's tons of rats just flying in and out of that trash pile. I mean, I bet you if you were to start pulling trash bags out of there, rats would just fucking scurry, dude. Giant rats too, like big rats.
Look at this. I'm about 6 feet tall. Look at this. This is my height. At the very least, I'll give it to Mamdani. They separated the recycles and the wall of trash. So you have a nice wall of recycles here and a beautiful wall of trash here. This is insane. I did a video about...
And they're so stupid, they're still recycling. Fucking retards. Trash people aren't even coming to pick it up. They're still recycling like retards. Please, 120 likes. You guys are killing it with the likes today. Thank you so much. Yeah, let's see. Maybe we can get to 200 before we're done. Who the fuck knows? Let's get crazy. Thank you guys. And for all the super chats, I very much appreciate it, guys. You guys very generous today. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll save this one for another time, but basically, it's an ICE video. Yeah, they're doing this shit at the hotel again, where they're just like claiming ICE is at a hotel, and then a big mob shows up, and then like the hotels are. I mean, there's not going to be any hotels left in Minneapolis at a certain point, dude. It's like every day it's a different hotel ICE has to move to because these mobs show up, and then the mobs go in there and like wreck and destroy the hotel. And they keep this up. There's not going to be any fucking hotels left. So yeah, I'll save you having to watch too much of that. They're doing their usual shit, but this time police are out there. It seems like, I mean, there seems to have been some sort of concession with Tom Homan going to Minnesota because they seem to be cooperating. So I don't know. It looks like they conceded to some extent. Minneapolis police have declared tonight's anti-ICE protest an unlawful assembly.
I'm Officer Betts with the University of Minnesota Police Department.
Yeah, they're not fucking around no more.
The police department has declared this an unlawful assembly under state laws of the state of Minnesota. Minnesota State Statute 609-715 prohibits remaining present and unlawful assembly.
So what do you think the people here are going to do? Are they going to leave or not? Nope. Minneapolis police have begun arresting anti-ICE protesters for violating noise ordinances. Yes, please. There's so many laws they break. People think like, oh, what's the big deal? They're making noise. Well, that's actually a law.
_Yeffer
You're not allowed to do that.
67 super chatted $10. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Smash the like.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Let's get nuts, please. We're all about going nuts on Friday nights. Yeah, I mean, there's. Thank you again, OFA, for the 10. There's laws about this shit, you know? You can't just make a bunch of fucking noise and disturb the peace of the community, dude. But yeah, they always forget about all the laws they're breaking. This is like an argument I was having the other day. It's typical of what the left does is like they just change language on the spot where all of a sudden this is protesting. And it's like, I don't know, is breaking the law protesting? I mean, I guess you can break the law in a form of protest, but you're still breaking the law and then you have to pay the consequences of breaking the law, right? But though it's just protesting, it's just protesting. It's like, dude, the amount of laws these people break every single time they do their protest. I don't know, dude. I'm like John Adams. I like the law being followed, dude. And I hate mobs of retards like this. So I'd like to see the police step up and start enforcing the laws that their local community have voted on. The reason there's noise ordinances is because the community that lives there voted for that shit because they don't want to be harassed and bothered by a bunch of retards in the street making a bunch of noise. So maybe you could actually start enforcing the law. I think we'd all like to see that.
You're under arrest! For what? For being a peaceful protester?
They're so deranged, bro. This guy, I mean, dude, this guy sounds like right out of the casting. Like, do we have someone that sounds like a deranged leftist? Yes, we do. Being a peaceful protester. You're breaking the law. Again, the language, like, they just want to make up whatever shit on the spot. I'm just a peaceful protester. And then the news will run peaceful protesters. And it's like, well, what about all the laws they just broke? What about the community and their right to have some peace? Does any of that matter?
We're all under arrest. All under arrest. Sit down. You guys are under arrest. Wait. You guys are under arrest.
So yeah, at least they're finally doing something. I don't know. It looks like Homan might have actually convinced somehow fucking old retard sorry. I can't talk and do this at the same time. Old retard Waltz to actually start cooperating. Because there's a point where they say it's from the state, so it's definitely the state doing it. Former FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino claims Epstein files backlash is just anti-Semitism. Bro, you're literally rehashing the Democrat talking point from like 2018. This guy, what an embarrassment this guy is. This is sad.
Finally, there's a third class of people. The third class of people after October 7th went crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how many times I have to tell you this. I stand fully, completely, and strongly against anti-Semitic bullshit. I don't know how many times I got to tell you this. It's amazing how many people think it's like the current thing to say like they hate.
And it's amazing how so many things can be tied to anti-Semitism once you want to discredit it. It's like, oh yeah, you fucked up on the Epstein files. You were lying about a video that was going to prove he killed himself that absolutely proved fucking nothing and was a total joke. And then you try to cover it up, and then now we call you out. Oh, we're anti-Semites. It's weird. It's weird how that's such a convenient scapegoat for when you are like seen to be an idiot, and it's like, oh, I'm not an idiot. You're just an anti-Semite.
The Jews or something. Really? You believe that? You realize where that's led throughout human history, absent the immorality of it? Now, you may say, oh, gosh, Dan, I can't believe that that's actually happening. Really? I promise you, go look at the Twitter, the botting that does happen, and again, it's not all botting. The botting that does.
Yes, there's anti-Semites on Twitter who are obsessed with the Jews. Okay, that doesn't discredit all the fucking complaints about you, Dan. Go look, there's anti-Semites on X, so therefore everybody that hates me is one of these anti-Semites. No, Dan. There is anti-Semitism on X, and you also fucking sucked at your job. And if you didn't suck at it, you'd probably still be doing it.
Does happen is very well organized. It is totally synthetic. It is all anti-Jewish nonsense. Read the comments. It's from like, I hate the Jews 101 and stuff. Just look at it. You can see it. It's so clearly fake. But it's an organized movement of people.
So I think what he's doing here is he's realizing like MAGA hates him now. And probably the only audience he can grift to now is like the Ben Shapiro, like, the MAGA crowd. So he's like kind of, this is his little like dog whistle to them that like, hey, take me in I'm on your side. I'm on your side. Don't all these anti-Semites suck? It's like, yeah, there's anti-Semitism, but you guys use that to fucking disregard legitimate complaints that have nothing to do with anti-Semitism all the time.
It's not a very large group of people who've learned to amplify social media to attack anyone in the administration or outside who doesn't go and attack the Jews.
Oh, that's what it's about. You didn't attack the Jews enough, Dan. No, Dan, you've completely fucked up the Epstein files. That is not even debatable that you fucked it up. Okay, and that you were lying is not even debatable because you came out and said that video was going to show 100%, no doubt, that no one came in and out. And it's like, actually, this video is like the worst fucking video. This is the video you would give people if you wanted to trick them into thinking that it proved something, because it was like the opposite of where his cell block was. It caught a tiny, tiny sliver of the stairs leading to his cell block. And then you say, this is proof that nobody came in and out. And then you watch the video and somebody is coming in and out. It's like you didn't even watch the video, or you saw a different video or something.
100%. Look and just read the comments. Don't take my word for it. Just go and look. Go look.
Go look at X. There's so many anti-Semites. So trust me. That means that proves nothing. This is not a defense of your terrible job. This is you just being like, look, there's anti-Semitism. Everybody that hates me is also an anti-Semite. Which is not true. I'm not an anti-Semite. I love the Jews. I think the Jews rock. I mean, I'm pretty critical of the country of Israel and the policy decisions that Israel makes, but I love Jews. And I hate you, Dan. You suck, okay? So, take that.
You'll see it. It's everywhere. They all have the same goal. It is to dismantle this movement, take it apart from the inside, cause disruption, pick up the pieces, and rebuild it into something far different than a movement that actually conserves liberty. They all have the same goal. Libs, the anti-Jew crowd, and the Doomers. The exact same goal. Once you see it, you'll never unsee it. Look at the people sending out the messages. Look at who they associate with. Just listen to it. Just read the comments. Read their hand. They don't even hide it.
Yeah, there is some crossover between those groups. But that's still, I mean, that's a point that has nothing to do with why everybody hates you right now, Dan. You're just fucking changing the subject. That's great. That's great, Dan. Here's Alex Jones calling out Bongino. Let's see what he has to say.
The third group of people I want to address are the grifters out there who mistakenly thought I wasn't coming back. Now, I am back. The Podfather is back.
Yeah, we saw this clip the other day. The Podfather. That's so fucking cringe, bro. You can't just call yourself the Podfather and now you're the Podfather. You're the father of lies, bro. That's the only thing you're the father of, bro.
And I'm here to take back this movement. This movement's been hijacked by a small group of dipshits and bums and losers who are nothing but doomers under the frame of accountability. I'm all about accountability. I just showed you what we did or what we didn't.
Sure you are.
Did I not?
Come on, Alex.
Bongino, Bill called this up that he was going to come back on February 2nd, a few days ago, and he was going to just destroy all the Trump haters. He was going to annihilate the black pillars or the doomers, as he says. And I'm all against people that are all gloom and doom. I totally agree with that idea. But then you see the nebulous stuff he puts out, and he says, I'm in charge. I'm going to control this. I'm the boss. You're all, done. And it's like a little kid, like challenging the sky and saying, I'm going to get you, or a mountain. It's pathetic. Dan, people are mad at no action by the DOJ, no real indictments. That's a legitimate thing. That's not black-pilled. People being really concerned is heartfelt. There are some that are nothing but gloom and doom about everything. I get criticizing them, and I don't even want to see you destroyed. You've done a lot of talented work. You've covered a lot of big stories back when you're a podcaster. But you're crashing out. You're flipping out on everybody and saying, I'm the boss and I determine stuff, and leaving it all nebulous, very Gnostic, is pathetic. So let me give you some advice, man to man. Just cover news topics, expose big news stories, move on from this. You're challenging the internet and saying, I'm going to expose you with no specifics is the perfect way to destroy yourself. And I want to see you redeemed. I want to beat the globalists. I want to see a weapon against tyrants brought back into the field. Jesus. Like,
I love that clip of him fucking shadowboxing. Oh, tough guy.
Dude, you are so pathetic. I watch it and I'm like, is this real? Is this actually happening? I mean, I am just dumbfounded. I am godsmacked right now by you. And I'm so upset. I mean, it's just crazy. Join us in our frustration.
Well, you're just an anti-Semite that questions the Holocaust now, Alex Jones. Alex did earlier, he did question, he thinks the numbers are exaggerated. I don't know. I have no opinion on the matter. I don't know. What am I allowed to say here? So yeah, Dan's just going to call you an anti-Semite. That's why you don't like Dan, because you're just an anti-Semite, Alex.
Push for real reform.
I mean, Dan Bongino's basically Ben Shapiro now. That's who Dan Bongino is.
Don't tell us we haven't done anything. You're just telling us, we've done nothing. I've done nothing. All those other people haven't done nothing. No, we've been censored.
Yeah, and you know, since I'm so for law and order in this country, I will say Alex should definitely go to jail for filming himself as he drives, with not even using a fucking like you know, one of those things that holds the phone for you. Like he's always holding his phone and switching hands as he's driving. Alex, I believe in law and order, and I believe that's a law that's being broken there, sir. Can we follow the law, Alex? It's for your own safety. Okay? Just stop filming yourself as you drive, please.
Attack, demonize.
Please.
We have done something. And we see you as part of the problem. As part of a DOJ that hasn't lifted a finger with Todd Blanche against the establishment. But you can't help yourself. You are so arrogant.
Is that what you want your legacy to be, Alex? Imagine you fucking, you're doing this stupid shit and you don't see somebody run a red light or whatever, you know, something happens that needs your immediate attention and you're fumbling with your phone and you get in a wreck and you die and God forbid somebody else dies. Do you want that to be your legacy? Alex Jones,
Jove8577 super chatted $2. Bong JYENA sounds like a psycho.
He does too. When you look at his eyes, he looks like he's like on steroids or like he's just jacked on some shit. But yeah, that would be terrible if that happened and then Alex goes out and that's his legacy. Idiot was filming a fucking video as he was driving like a moron and died. You know how many people would make fun of you for that? Because it would be stupid. It'd be such an avoidable way to fucking avoid death. Alex. You know I love Alex, but I still have to call out stupid shit. Like if I was in Alex's passenger seat right now, I'd be like, dude, stop filming. I don't want to fucking die, retard. Why don't you pay attention to the road? Why don't you look on the road? Stop fucking filming, fudging with your camera. Usually he's by himself, but still, it doesn't make it right. Come on, Alex. It's just dumb, bro. You know, just wait till you get to your destination and film your fucking 10-minute video. Okay?
I don't think you'll listen to this.
Or do it inside your beautiful $1 million studio, bro.
So, prepare to be completely destroyed politically. Which is a sad thing. It's sad to watch you commit political suicide. Harry Carey, seppuku. But those the gods would destroy.
There he goes, changing hands. This is how you know it's really bad, because if he just set it up, if he had like a holder and he put it on the holder and pointed it at him, I wouldn't care at that point. But when you're holding it in your fucking hand I mean, come on, dude. Come the fuck on.
Mad. It has been said.
The third group of people I want to address are the grifters out there who mistakenly thought I wasn't coming back. Now, I am back. The Podfather is back, and I'm here to take back this movement.
We're so scared,
movement's
bro.
Been hijacked.
Ooh, we're so
by
scared.
A small group of dipshits and bums and losers.
Yeah, somebody get him a phone holder, bro. I mean, I know a lot of people have them. Just a fucking phone holder where you can pivot it and aim it right at you. And there you go, Alex. You might save Alex's life getting him a phone holder. I'll try. I'll try to actually get him. I'll text him tomorrow and be like, hey, I got you a phone holder, so you don't fucking kill yourself driving down the road filming videos. He'll probably ignore me, but I'll give it a shot tomorrow.
Who are nothing but doomers under the frame of accountability. I'm all about accountability. I just showed you what we did or what we didn't. Did I not? I'm not sitting here going, hey, trust me, bro. I showed you. If you like it, great. If you don't, that is absolutely your constitutional right. You paid for it to go out and go, that sucked. I would have done something different. Okay, but you didn't. You didn't do anything different. I'm not sure if you popcorn is in
we've
thing and the grifter bums.
Sorry if you haven't seen this clip before. Okay, but we've played this clip multiple times now. He essentially says like, at least I tried. You did nothing. Why don't you go volunteer for the FBI? Acting like anybody can just walk in and get that high level position at the FBI. It's like, no, dude, you had the opportunity. You were one of the rare people that got that golden opportunity, and you fucking dropped the ball, bro. You got in.
Spocko
You got put in the game,
super
and you
chatted
sucked.
$4.99. I'm now imagining myself pulling up next to Alex in traffic while he's talking to himself.
Yeah, everybody has that. This is not the first time I've gotten this super chat, I believe. If you do, Spocko, please yell at him and, set him straight. Say, hey, stop filming as you drive, idiot. I mean, I know you like Alex, but sometimes tough love is what people need. You know, sometimes it's good. You can save a life with some tough love.
All you
Thanks,
guys
Papa.
are a class of doomers. Everything sucks all the time. You would have done it different. You didn't do shit. You didn't get. Well, you said done.
Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna get more Sweet Alex. Ooh, whoa! Wait a minute. Every now and then, you get something really nice that you just can't pass up. Oh no!
All the products that the Alex.
I lost it. Oh, I lost it. I accidentally played the video. God dang it. I'll get better at it in the future. I'll get better at it. We had such a good freeze frame there. Breaking: Minneapolis Ed Hu, serial ICE terrorizer for months, finally arrested today. White woman starts frantic hand slapping. Here's more Kim Katie with more clips of ICE arresting people. I love these.
They put the gun on him. What's the reason?
Yeah, they love that clapping thing. That would have been right there. That would have been so aggressive, I probably would have thrown her to the ground and arrested her. Don't do that. Don't do that.
They tried to kill me.
You don't want to mess with Officer Ping, okay? You run into Officer Ping in the streets. I ain't playing these games, okay? I'm very polite, I'm very friendly, but you have an attitude like this. Yeah, I might have to enforce the law.
They tried to kill me.
Tell me the
I need
incident
Minnesota to
Call
share
the
this.
chief right now because I need an incident commander. I'm the citizen I'm requesting.
I'm a political representative. I have my campaign.
Oh, he's a politician. Even better. Even better, bro. I love it.
It's a political target.
You have a thing. I don't want to lose eyes on him. Can you please use your thing? I would like an incident commander. Can you please call one?
Oh, the Karens. The Karens are so annoying. I would like an incident commander. Can you please call one? No, shut up, bitch. Shut up before we arrest you. That needs to be the response. We need to make it a law that if you're annoying, we can arrest you. Just a little too annoying, and that's it. You're going away. Let me see. I'm trying to line up the right song.
Okay, we have two officers that are more senior.
So why are you guys taking him for?
Who is that incident commander?
Okay.
Who is the incident?
Why are you taking him?
I'm telling you there's an incident.
Okay. Why are you taking him? I haven't seen you guys all the way back there.
Yeah, they know they've been harassed.
So why are you taking? What's the reason for his arrest? He saw us trying to do our investigation.
I don't know who this is, but this is an ICE officer, I think.
And there's days that he put targets saying to kill me on Facebook. That's.
Oh my God. I think I'm in love. She's so beautiful. I don't have romantic music lined up. I thought I did. Here, hold on. It'll work. Oh. Guys, I just fell in love right now with this beautiful Latina ICE officer. John McCarter, are you here, John? Calling John McCarter. Calling John, are you here? What do you think of this nice officer, ICE officer lady, John? Are you in love, John? I think I'm in love now. No, she's already fixed. What do you mean? I don't have to fix her. She works for fucking ICE, bro. She's fixed. She's fixed. There's no needing to fix this one.
And so why are you taking him? I haven't seen you guys all the way back there.
Yeah, they know that.
Hi, my amor. You're so beautiful.
So why are you taking? What's the reason for his?
I love the way you fill out your mom jeans. And the badge just drips down your chest. Please, marry me now.
Arrest. He saw us trying to do our investigation, and there's days that he put targets saying to kill me on Facebook. That's him. And the moment he saw it was me, he tried to hit me with the car. So just when did he hit you?
He tried to hit you with a car? Okay, well that explains why he's being arrested, huh? It makes perfect sense now. Oh, poor guy.
I was behind you guys.
I'm in love. John, stay away from my woman, John. She's mine. She's mi amor. Ay. No, I mean, that's pretty crazy though. So the dude was threatening her online, and then when he found her, he tried to hit her with his car. Is that right?
He saw us trying to do our investigation, and there's days that he put targets saying to kill me.
Oh, look at that. She's got the receipts. So he's calling for murdering of beautiful, sweet federal law enforcement officers. And then as he meets them in the street, he rams them with their car. Sounds like he needs to go away for life.
On Facebook. That's him. And the moment he saw it was me, he tried to hit me with the car. So let's be really...
Yeah. I think he needs to go away for life. You're messing with this beautiful, amazing Latina. I mean, look at her. She's marriage material. There's no way she's crazy. Look, there's no way. I'm sure she's a little crazy. All women are crazy, you know, but it's okay. It's a good kind of crazy. It's the kind of crazy I can go home to every night. Will you marry me?
I was behind
I don't know who you are,
They
but
put the gun on him.
yeah, I don't know. She seems cool.
What's the reason?
She seems cool. I mean, she's much better than this chick who's clapping her hands right there. I mean, Jesus Christ.
At Jove8577 super chatted $2. Ice. More like HOT hottie.
Yeah, I mean, she had a little bit of who's that actress from My Cousin Vinny? Marissa Tomei. She's got a little Marissa Tomei vibe to her. You know? I can dig it, bro. I can dig it. Here's another little romance. These two are something else, man. I just every time I watch them, first of all, this chick is base as fuck. Every time I watch them, I just can't help but imagine that as soon as the cameras go off, they're just all over each other, dude. Like they can barely even make it through the episode without fucking just, you know what I'm saying? Like the amount of attraction between these two is off the charts. Anyway,
Having
I'm a
previously
fan.
assessed that some people act fairly and some people act unfairly, and having generalized those observations of fair versus unfair behavior to bigger personality traits like agreeableness and likability and even attractiveness.
So this is the rise of cry bullies, and she's talking about women, and something that explains a lot of what's going on with women these days.
Men, when they see fair people experience pain, have a rise in empathy. And when they see unfair people experience pain, do not.
Interesting. I guess I got a lot of feminine qualities because I do feel empathy. Like, even like a serial killer, like seeing like maybe them put to death or something, I would feel bad for them. I'd feel empathy there. But I also still have a logical brain that understands why it needs to happen. I understand, like, okay, if we don't punish these things, then we're going to have more of it. And then sometimes, you know, you'll see like somebody make a mistake in life and like they have to face the consequences. And it's like, yeah, that sucks to see people going through a hard time. But also the more logical side goes, oh, actually, this is probably good in the long run because this person gets to learn a lesson and gets to grow from this. So it's actually... So I do have empathy, but I also have logic to go, okay, I feel bad, but that doesn't override like what the right thing is here. So I don't know, maybe I'm unique in that way.
Women, when they see fair people experience pain, have a rise in empathy. And when they see unfair people experience pain, they also have a rise in empathy.
I don't know, maybe I'm a bit feminine, you know, I got a lot of feminine qualities. Maybe that's what's going on here. But that makes sense because, you know, it just seems like women are just easier to be emotionally manipulated, and that would explain this as well, you know. Whereas it's not like men don't feel the emotions. It's like when you emotionally manipulate a man and he doesn't fall for it, it's not like he's not capable of empathy. It's just that his logical brain overrides his feelings. If you're a wise man, that is. If you're a child that hasn't grown up, then yeah, your feelings will probably still override your logic. But that's part of growing up. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
That's the big takeaway here, which is that women respond to people experiencing pain or punishment.
Look, I think she's kind of a hottie. Yeah, she's a little older, but She got that like librarian vibe.
With an empathetic response, regardless of what else they know about that person, regardless of, for instance, whether punishment is justified. Whereas men, this is a small n and there will be exceptions and these are averages and all of the usual caveats apply with regard to population level truths. But men have what seems to me the normal and expected response, on average, which is that when you see someone who has previously indicated a tendency to cheat, to be unfair, and you see him experiencing pain, you don't tend to have a sense of empathy towards him because it feels justified. That last bit is my interpretation, because it feels justified. Now, one thing that the authors say at the...
Yeah, if it's personal to them, I imagine, like, yeah, if a dude, like... let's use that example. If a dude cheats on a woman, then she just wants... Because, yeah, there's women, like, when they want vengeance, like, they can throw all of their empathy out the window and, like, really be nasty. So, I don't know.
Very end of the paper.
These two, I'm telling you, man, they are super in love, bro. They are a couple lovebirds.
Which is just, like, a little bit of a caveat for...
Look at the way Brett looks at her. I'm telling you, I bet you as soon as the show ends, they can't keep their hands off each other. It's just like, they just, like, run full speed into each other's arms and just... It's good. It's good. I was happy to see this kind of love.
The results is it is possible that our experimental design favored men because the modality of punishment was related to physical threat, as opposed to psychological or financial threat. But then they also say, alternatively, these findings could indicate a predominant role for males in the maintenance of justice and punishment of norm violation in human societies. Which is pretty freaking bold, and the fact that they bury the lead in the title of the paper, that you can't tell that this is about sex-based differences at all, and the title of the paper is part of, presumably, I'm guessing here, how it got published in Nature at all back in 2006.
I think it's just that men can't afford to not be logical. Women can kind of afford to be ruled by their emotions because the man is like kind of in charge of safety, and it's like men just can't afford to be ruled by our emotions. It destroys us. Women can get away with it. So, I don't know. But I thought that was interesting. I think something we all know, right? And I'm always inspired by the love that these two have for each other, because I really think they love each other very much. I think they're very much in love. Every time I watch them, I'm just like, the sexual tension is just off the charts, bro. Off the charts. Yeah, let's check out some of these great women. I have a question for all men. What happens to you guys to make you so unhinged and angry? I don't know. I'm not angry. I'm actually quite happy. I should be angrier, but I don't allow myself to be angry. It's weird because I'm always seeing the women are the ones that seem to be angry these days.
This is an honest question for the men.
Oh, this is a new thing where every time they film a TikTok video, they have to act like they're putting a sweater on or taking a sweater off or they're putting makeup on. They just can't film a video. They have to do it while doing some routine that I guess that makes them seem like they're so busy that they couldn't just stop to focus on a video. They had to do it while they were taking their jacket off or some shit. Such an act, bro.
What happens to you guys to make you so unhinged, angry, dangerous, power hungry, control starved, small ego pieces of shits?
Wow. I don't know. I mean, probably for some of us, it's women. It's the women. It's the divorces, the losing everything, the not seeing our children, a million different things that men can complain about women these days. The fact that you're spoiled, fucking rotten, have it made, but yet are angry and complain about everything. The fact that you all want to be men. None of you really, you all like biologically want to be taken care of by a man, but you've been brainwashed to think that's a bad thing. So like consciously you don't let it happen. So you're always kind of sad and miserable. There's a lot of things, but overall men are much happier than women. That's just a reality, dude. That's reality.
And I know that sounds harsh, but there's examples of that all around us every day, nonstop. Now, I know there are some decent guys out there. I do understand that. I know some of them.
Yeah, so the woke dudes who kiss your ass for like the hope of getting a piece of pussy, those dudes? Okay.
But I'm just flabbergasted by the turnout of the male
Flabbergasted?
population and how damaging you all are. So think back to childhood, adulthood, adolescence, environment, how you were parented. What went wrong?
For me, I had a lot of annoying, retarded teachers. I don't know, but I'm not even gonna give into your framing that I'm angry. But if there were things that went wrong, I'd say it was a bunch of retarded female teachers, and then a bunch of retarded women, and that didn't make me an angry man, but it did make me a man who understands. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'll be honest. I'm trying to answer her stupid questions, but it's just like I don't even know what she's talking about.
What are those defining moments that you might be able to think of that turned you into the monsters that a lot of you are?
Okay, well, yeah, most of the time it's the mothers. I think if you were to go talk to Freud, it's the moms. You're just not doing a good job of being moms. You're too busy parenting your bosses at work. I don't know. Like men are pretty happy. It's just you have this weird view of the world that men aren't happy. Where I see most men are even in like the worst of circumstances, they're still happy because they try to have control over their emotional state. So even though they might have reasons to be miserable, a lot of them, as they get older, they realize like, hey, I can control that and just decide to be happy and live my life and enjoy my life and not get caught in like this miserable mindset for the rest of my life, which happens to a lot of you women. And it happens to men too. Here's another one. She's single, fellas. Hey, here we go, guys.
Here we are at my official dating profile request.
She looks like a grandma, dude. Doesn't she kind of look like a grandma? Like she's like a grandma that like looks good for her age.
I am 42.
42? Well, fuck, I'm older than her. How do I This is what stress and being like a psychopath in your head, this is what happens to you. This is why I look good. I'm older than her. I look better than her. Why? Because I'm not stressed out. I enjoy my life. I'm not sitting there miserable in my head all the time, fucking just. I don't know. But yeah, she looks old for 42. Is it just me? Or does she look old for 42?
Actually, I'm almost 42. I am a relationship planner.
It's crazy when women are like your age, essentially. Like, we're essentially the same age, although I am older than her. And then you look at them and you're like, Jesus, you look like a grandma. And it's like, oh, we're the same age. Fuck. I get it. I'm old, but you should not look like a grandma yet.
I am on the lookout for somebody who right now will I be able to call and say, hey.
See, notice again, they're filming the video while pretending like they're busy. When these are people that probably do nothing all day long, but sit on the internet. And then when they record the video, they have to act like they're busy. Like, oh, I'm so busy. I had to film this as I was getting dressed. It's like, it's so fucking stupid. But dudes, she wants a fucking beta male simp to follow her around to these protests. So dudes, here's your chance.
Get in the passenger seat and let's go fuck some shit up.
But you got to get in the passenger seat. You can't drive. Okay, so she's going to be the man in the relationship. And you're going to be the beta bitch boy that just listens to her like a slave. Because that's their idea of a relationship. And then they're miserable in that relationship because biologically, they want the opposite. They want a strong man that's going to be like, bitch, shut up, sit down. We're doing this shit. But consciously, like, they think they want the opposite. And then they end up miserable and divorced 15 times over.
Because right now, in Minneapolis, what is happening we are being occupied by ICE agents.
No, what's actually happening is your brain is being occupied by a woke mind virus that has made you retarded. And yeah. But here's the thing. She's going to get a lot of dudes texting. I mean, there's a lot of dudes who are like, I don't give a fuck. Whatever, bro. I'm anti-ICE now if I can get her. That's the sad part of reality is like this deranged woman should get no responses. There should be no dude willing to put up with her shit. But there will be. There'll be an army of dudes trying to get in there and be her passenger seat.
Who are, of course, I couldn't get this on what is happening here, who are going door to door, it's because I'm doing it backwards, going door to door and kidnapping people from their homes.
You think she's living in her mother's house? I mean, she's pretty old. That is pretty. Look, I know times are tough and families stick together, but I mean, she's old enough to look like this is her home. Like I mean, if she was younger, I'd be like, yeah, this is probably the mother's home. But no, she looks old as fuck. So this old person looking home makes perfect sense.
Not just from their homes, they are going to schools. They are going to churches. They are going to Target, which I'm not going to lie, I'm not surprised about. We all know Target, right?
Are we supposed to hate Target now?
So if that's you, if you're interested in fucking some shit up,
The delusions, man.
if you're not afraid of a woman who can speak her mind, if you're interested in sitting in a side seat, message me.
Ugh. Basically, will you be my little manslave that I can order around, who I will never respect and I'll actively hate because you're such a pussy that you let me order you around? But that's what I want. I want a man that I hate because they're such a pussy. Because you know that, I mean, these women are not going to respect him long run. Long run, like there's no respect there. Ugh. Shit out of here. Don't blow that shit at me. All right, guys, but yeah, she's looking. She's on the lookout. Oh, wait, she's already been arrested. Oh, no. I wonder if they got if she had a beta with him. She found a ramming. Oh, guys, looks like you might have dodged a bullet there. I'm pretty sure this is the same chick. Elizabeth Rose. Lily. Some call me Lizzie. Lizzie's short for Elizabeth. Yeah, I think they got her, dude. I think they got her. I mean, shit, dude. I bet you some of you guys were ready to hit her up, and now you're like, oh, fuck. Damn. What a badass, huh? Assault, ramming. Hopefully she gets some mental help, because she needs some mental fucking help, bro.
Spocko2181 super chatted $4.99. When is she going to free all the people the government kidnapped and put in prisons?
Well, she's in prison with him now, so she got kidnapped. They're not gonna do shit, bro. It's all performative bullshit. It really is. It's like mentally ill people that want attention. And I don't know. I don't even know how many of them believe in it, or they're just like so deranged, like reality doesn't matter. I mean, this is like this shit we got going on here. Presbyterian minister, if Jesus was here today, he might have said, blessed are those who end their pregnancies. Now, this is what's going on. This woke left movement is trying to take over like Christianity and like rebrand Christianity in their woke fucking mindset. That would be scary, dude, because you know how dangerous these people are. These are the type of people that will throw you in a re-education camp and just completely fucking make whatever isn't them illegal. And then if they have like the Catholic Church behind them, that makes it even creepier. Like if they try to like bring in religion and like, I mean, I don't know. It's just something's creepy about like the way they're like wearing the mask of Christianity to push this fucking evil shit to me, to be honest. To act like Jesus is gonna like be pro-abortion, like that's fucking insane to me, dude. That's insane to even have that thought, but I shouldn't be surprised with these types. And thank you, Spocko, for the 5.
If Jesus were here today, he would be a clinic escort, distracting women from the hatred of the protesters, or an abortion doula, holding women's hands and offering support and love as they end their pregnancies.
Oh, dude, these people can't be real Christians. They can't. This can't be real. But I swear, it's like they're wearing Christianity as a skin suit. Just to like rub it in other Christians' faces. They probably just do this just to piss off actual Christians.
And I expect he would have a stern word for self-righteous legislators who use abortion as a political issue rather than showing compassion for the people seeking abortions.
Oh, what about compassion for the babies? It's very convenient how they always leave that part out, you know? And as science advances and we realize like how quickly that little clump of cells becomes an actual, you know, resembles a baby and has everything a baby has, except they're still relying on the mother to survive. What about that? I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Like, the disconnect with reality when it comes to this shit is so weird to me. But yeah, Jesus would absolutely have a problem with you killing your unborn baby. Jesus definitely would not like that.
Today, on this Rose Sunday, I wanted to share some of the stories we have collected because these are the sacred stories of women's lives.
Yeah, 'cause that's what's sacred. Women. Women. Not babies. Babies aren't sacred. Women are.
If Jesus were giving his sermon today, he might also have said, "Blessed are those who end pregnancies."
Now you're just going to give an imaginary sermon for Jesus and just pretend like you know what he would say? Now you're just going to make up a fictional sermon that backs up what you believe politically? That's crazy work.
For they will be known for their loving kindness. I have been pregnant 4 times. I have had 2 abortions. And I have 2 amazing children.
Well, you could have 4. You could have 4, but, you know.
Each of my reproductive decisions, to have children and not to have children, were sacred decisions because they reflect the moral responsibility of reproductive power that is part of our inheritance as human creatures.
Yeah, it's all right as humans to murder our unborn children. And it's sacred. And Jesus would love it. Jesus would absolutely love it. Wow, I can't even listen to this because this is like really disgusting to me. There are some things that like I can fuck around with. Like just listening to this is like, I don't know, it's disgusting. Here's another one.
Nah, I'm past litmus tests. If you still are in support of ICE and you aren't for its abolishment, you should just be thrown into a fucking re-education camp.
Oh, really? I'm surprised by that one. I'll tell you what. Why don't we build re-education camps now and throw them in re-education camps? I'm all for re-education camps. I just want my re-education camps to do my type of re-education, not your type of re-education. I think we do need re-education camps. We need to take them all right now and throw this guy first. He needs to be the first one into the re-education camp to be taught how to not want to murder people that have different opinions than him. That's what we need. We need to re-educate this guy to not want to murder people that think differently. I mean, can we do that? I think a lot of people before that.
And if that re-education camp doesn't work, we're just offing you no more of your bloodline.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that either.
You're an evil fuck. It is so obvious that you have no empathy or compassion for your fellow human, and you.
No, I do. I have empathy and compassion for my fellow citizens, Americans, and I have compassion for this country and for things that are harmful to the country. And you have compassion to invaders. Like you're more loyal to like a neighbor down the block than you are to your own family in your house. Like you might be the one with the problem, buddy.
Should just be removed from this earth. Nah, I'm past litmus.
Yeah, so another one that wants to kill people who think we should have border law and enforce border law. That's not a crazy overreaction, is it? Is it crazy, you know? To think that I should die because I simply want border law and people to not illegally enter my country and have the same privilege as a citizen that every other country has to not be invaded by fucking foreigners. Like, I don't know. Here's another woman crash out.
My mom, when I called her about this the other day, assured me that this wouldn't happen, but I think she's always just trying to make me feel better because things keep happening, so I'm gonna talk about this anyway.
Yeah, men are definitely the angry, sad ones, right? TikTok is filled with women doing this 24/7 on TikTok, just crashing out while men are like playing video games, having a good time. So this lady thinks that Trump's gonna, or somebody's gonna force women into a marriage boot camp.
Because I'm scared, but I don't
First I've heard of this.
That's what the marriage boot camp thing that Project 2025 is.
Is that even legitimately in Project 2025, a marriage boot camp? I mean, we do have a problem. We need like more families and more children. And it's definitely a big time problem for liberals because conservatives are having a ton of children and they are not. So essentially, if they don't replace all the babies that they abort and do not have that conservatives are having, if they don't replace them with illegals, like they're going to become such a small minority. But you know, they always have a fresh recruits in the university pipeline. But I don't know. We do. I mean, it would be nice. It won't happen overnight. We'd have to society would have to start to, I don't know, glamorize or popularize having families again and make it to where women don't feel like they have to go and get a job and it's actually okay if you want to stay home and raise a family. I think the best bet, I wish I would have did this, but I think the best thing to do is to have kids as early as possible. Because I think about it now, if I would have had kids at 20, my kids would already be grown up. They'd already be adults. I'd be doing whatever the fuck I want. I wouldn't be taking care of kids in my 40s. I think that should be the move. Everybody should just have kids by 20. Get all of your kids out of the way by 23. And then when you're in your 40s, you're completely free. You don't have to worry about kids anymore. They're gone. They're in college or whatever. But everybody waits until they're in their 30s and it's and then they struggle to fucking have kids. I don't know. We just got to make it, because right now what it is it's shameful. Women feel shame for wanting to just stay home and have kids and raise a family. And if we don't get rid of that, we're gonna be fucked. Obviously, conservatives don't have it as much. That's why there's so many conservatives. If you look at the numbers, conservatives are having so many fucking kids, whereas liberals are not. It's a problem, long run.
Bolstering, trying to put out there into the world, being yeah, we think we should take all the single people and put them into a boot camp and teach them how to be fine little they partner up and then they get married at the end. And then they have kids. Because our fertility rate is going down because we're killing everything and we're killing the environment and we're making...
Yeah, but what if you find love at the marriage boot camp? You make it out like it's so bad. You take a bunch of single dudes and single women, and I'm sure it wouldn't be forced. It'd be voluntary. It's hey, if you're some 30-year-old dude who wants to get married and you have no luck, come to boot camp. We're going to bring in a bunch of 30-year-old women who have had no luck as well, and maybe you'll find some love, and we'll teach you about how to be a better person or what. I don't know. That's not the worst fucking idea ever. I don't know. Maybe somebody finds love. What's so bad about that?
Things unlivable, the economy, because all the rich people are just exploiting labor and we're relying on AI, even though that's... So yeah, our little plan is just we take all the single people and we force them to get married. That will really work.
Is she about to start crying over just this thing she read on the internet where some crazy person made up some weird shit where oh, Trump's going to create marriage camps and force young women into marriage camps. And then now she's crying about it on the internet and filming it. What's going on here?
I watched The Handmaid's Tale 2 years ago and had to literally stop watching it.
See, I can't help it. When women cry, I just laugh. That's where I'm at now. I think it's funny. I don't even feel, maybe I'm losing my empathy because when women cry, I just laugh because they cry over such stupid shit. You know, I'm sure if I know a woman's crying about something that's somebody died or something like that, that's different. But these TikTok videos, I just get no emotional response except I just want to laugh at how silly and stupid you are. It's so dumb.
Because I was like, wait, this can't actually happen, right? Like, and we're watching it happen. And I know I talk about all this in a very
Where is it happening?
sarcastic, sardonic tone, but it's not funny. Like, what about gay people? You think they're just no? People
We'll have camps for gay people to get married. What about gay people? Okay, we'll have gay camps. The gays are not going to complain about a marriage camp where they just go and fuck each other for 2 weeks. The gays will be like, this is the greatest thing that ever happened. It's you crazy fucking women who just like can't get out of your own heads. Everything's a catastrophe. Everything's something to start fucking crying about. Gay dudes are going to be like, fuck yes, dude. Send me to this marriage camp. I'm going to get so much dick. But now you're like, oh my God, this is a handmaiden's tale. It's like you think you were getting sent to a concentration camp or something. And by the way, none of this is real or happening in the first place.
are going to, I think you try to do that, that's when people will actually get their pitchforks. I will get my pitchfork and stab you in the eye before that. Like, I don't want to get married right now. I don't want to have kids and bring them into this world right now. Why would it, like, maybe make the world a little bit of a better place and stop being so fucking evil to people? Stop having the world run by people who literally hurt children, eat them, like, apparently, or we know they do horrible things, so it's like, maybe.
Yeah, it's so bad. You know, does any of you guys know of a kid that you grew up with that got eaten? Do you even know? I mean, do you guys know, like, personally know a kid who was, like, murdered by some pedophile who was, I mean, I'm sure there are some of you. I don't have any. I mean, I had a lot of friends as a kid because I moved a lot. I had friends die. They all died from, like, one drown. One friend I know that as a kid that died, that was actually a friend, he drowned. And then I knew of other kids that I wasn't really close with, but, like, one kid, like, hung himself because he had got in trouble with the law. Another kid got hit by a car. I mean, there was like kids that died, but none of this, like, getting eaten by pedophiles. That didn't happen to anybody I knew. So I think you'll be okay. I think the chance of getting eaten by a pedophile is probably about the same possibility as getting eaten by a shark. So I think you'll be okay. Let's have some children and let's settle the fuck down. Okay? And like, I don't know what's going on with you, but you seem overly emotional about some weird shit.
Maybe people don't want to bring their kids into that world and have them be hurt by people.
Little Jimmy, little Jimmy got eaten all the time. He got ate more than once. Now that's some bad luck. I mean, usually if you get eaten, that's just a one-time deal. He got eaten multiple times. That's very bad.
Like you. What's not clicking, Steven? Oh my God, sorry. It's just like so. The solution to the problems that they.
This what?
The solutions.
This illusions? Illusions? I think you mean alluding, right? This alluding to a problem. Let's try this again. I mean, look, she seems sweet. She's just having an emotional crash out. And if she had, like, a strong father and mother in her life, she'd probably be good. I don't know. She probably has an emotional crash out of a mother as well. But I kind of feel bad for her because it's like, dude, you're crashing out, having this, like, completely emotional response to something that's not even real.
Oh my God, sorry. It's just like so. The solutions.
The solutions? Okay, maybe that's what she says.
At
Solutions.
CyberTwitch super chatted $1.99. I can fix her ping.
Yeah, I don't know. She seems kind of young, bro. You're gonna have to check her ID. You're gonna have to check her ID, CyberTwitch. Yeah, I don't know, man. She might have some sort of, like, mental disorder. I don't know. It's not a good sign. I mean, I know, look, all women get emotional and have their crash outs, but when they're filming it for attention, that's another level of, like, oh, look out, danger, danger. It's one thing to have a crash out and get emotional. It happens to everybody, and it happens to women a lot. But once you're weaponizing that for attention, that's kind of a danger sign to me right there.
To the problems that they create are just absolutely like, I want to laugh, but I don't have it in me. I don't like, I'm putting on a smile to keep myself from crying because I don't want to let them win or think that they're scaring us.
All right, off to marriage boot camp with you, you hussy, you little hussy. We're gonna go force you into marriage. Yes, we're gonna sell her off to some rich man and force her into fucking marriage, and we're gonna like by law force you to have children. If not, we'll lock you up for the rest of your life. I think that's what she thinks is going on here.
For me, but it's like,
I don't understand what she's arguing about, Susan. Yeah, she thinks that women are going to be forced into boot camps in order to get married. They're like going to be forced into marriage and to have children for the state. I mean, they get lost in these little fucking weird rabbit holes, bro. Mark Dice goes to a city council meeting. I don't know if this is new or old, but I figured we'd check it out.
Next, we have Mark Dice.
Thank you. I'm Professor Mark Dice. I teach intercultural communication at California State University and also conduct corporate training seminars with Fortune 500 companies about diversity, equity.
I like the big mustache, man. It's so, I mean, it looks so fake, but you know, like everybody, I mean, I would have been like, is that a fake mustache? Next up is the speaker. And then as soon as you walk up with that mustache, I'd be like, are you wearing a fake mustache, sir? How could you fall for it?
Anti-racism in layman's terms. And I just want to go over a few things because, as I'm probably sure you heard, a lot of people are pushing back and opposing critical race theory, the Republicans and the conservatives. So first of all, if anybody starts asking if critical race theory is taught in the schools or applied in corporate America and they seem to be against it, just insinuate that that person is a racist. Most white people are so defensive if you simply ask them if they're racist because they don't want to be labeled one, that they'll usually shut up or insinuate that maybe one of their ancestors owned slaves or that their grandfather was in the KKK. That'll usually get them to stop because we've been making such tremendous progress, but it's time to double down because people are really waking up. We've been able to convince most white people that there's a white privilege problem in America, despite few people knowing that actually Asians have the highest income, numerous Asian groups, Chinese, Japanese, even some Indian Americans from India, not Native Americans. And also, you know, nobody really talks about this, thankfully, but they are starting to wake up that white people are a minority in California and Hawaii and Texas and soon to be numerous other states, Nevada, Georgia, and Maryland as well. And if people start to figure that out, that's going to really undermine our agenda because how are we supposed to paint them as an oppressor class that are keeping down the poor minorities when in fact, you know, the white people are minorities in half a dozen states and growing, like I said. So if anybody asks anything like that, just tell them that's a Fox News talking point. That's something that Tucker Carlson mentions. Nobody will really pay much attention to them from that point. And despite people starting to wake up to this agenda, we have been having a lot of success with the media.
Next, we
I think this is old, but I saw it in my timeline with Mark Dice with a big mustache. I was like, we got to watch that. This one is like kind of, it's annoying to me because they're trying to take something that everybody realizes is a problem and pretend like they're going to fix it when really they're just going to shut everybody down and make the internet into a fucking censorious hellhole. But this, they got this guy with a pretty little smile and a nice message about, oh, everybody's tired of the algorithm. Dude, the way you fix this isn't to just remove Section 230 and get rid of the fucking platform privilege. It's to actually enforce the difference between a publisher and a platform and to do it by law and actually enforce it. So when a platform acts like a publisher and decides to pick and choose who the winners are and who gets censored and who doesn't, not based on law, but based on whatever whim they have, then they should be fined and put out of business and made an example of. But yeah, they want to get rid of Section 230, and it sounds like they want to censor the fuck out of everybody.
I understand what Section 230 did to bring about the birth of the internet. That was 30 years ago. And I also understand how the internet has changed since then. Because back then, message boards and other websites with user-generated content, they really were more like telephone carriers. They were neutral platforms.
Yeah, and that's what they need to be now, retard. And that's what Section 230 says they need to be. It just needs to be updated and enforced. That's it. They need to be like neutral telephone carriers. They are just a platform. They're not responsible for the content. And we got to enshrine some sort of freedom of speech on these platforms too. I really think this is a much bigger problem than people realize. Like, this is like a weak point in a society for us to be fucking controlled as a people. And it needs to be dealt with.
But that's not how things work anymore. Today, the internet is dominated by a small handful of these gigantic businesses that are not at all neutral, but instead algorithmically amplify whatever gets the most attention and maximizes ad revenue. And we know what happens.
Yeah, because that's the bad guy. The bad guy is money, right? Because they amplify what gets the most attention to make money, and what gets the most attention is bad. So we got to shut it down. That's not the fucking problem. The problem is they're picking and choosing the winners, and they're shutting things down all the time. And they are controlling what fucking goes big. I don't even think YouTube cares about money. People think YouTube behaves like whatever gets the most ad revenue like that. I think in some cases, yes, but I think in most cases, YouTube will shut somebody down even if they can make a lot of money for YouTube. Just if they're saying things that, some leftist fucking moderator has a problem with. That's the problem. The problem is their control, not essentially the algorithm. It's that their algorithms are black boxes. Like having an algorithm that helps users discover content they want to find. That's not a problem. The problem is when they start gaming that, and they start deciding what they want you to watch. Because at that point, it's not a platform anymore. At that point, it's a publisher. So I don't know, man. I think making the algorithms transparent and simple, enforcing them to be like, hey, maybe making a law, like what kind of algorithms they can use and what they can't. Like, hey, you can use an algorithm that sources content to people based on what they want to watch, but you can't go in there and then all of a sudden decide beyond that what they're going to see. Like, you can't decide, hey, we're going to stop showing you this because we don't want you to see that. Like, that's where it becomes a problem. But to them, the problem is all that we have too much freedom of communication. And because of that, dangerous Nazis like Donald Trump are now in power. So now we all can't have free speech because we fucked up and elected Donald Trump. That's really what this is about from this fuckhead here.
When we let these engagement optimization algorithms be the lens that we see the world through, we get a mental health crisis, especially amongst young people. We get a rise in extremism and a rise in conspiracy theories. And then, of course, we get these echo chambers. These algorithms, they amplify the demonization of the other side so badly that we can't even have a civil conversation. It seems like we can't agree on anything. And yet, one of the only things that the American public seems to agree broadly on right now, left, right, and center, Republicans, Democrats, independents, we all agree that we don't trust these big tech businesses, and we don't like the influence they're having on our lives and the lives of our kids.
I agree, but I think your solution is going to be more censorship. Is that your solution? Or is your solution to be like, hey, let's actually reform Section 230 to give less power or to make it to where social media has less power to actually moderate their shit, to play publisher? Because that's what they hide behind, right? It's moderation. It's not, I'm not being a publisher, I'm just moderating the site. No, you're picking and choosing the winners and the losers. That's not moderation. Now you're a publisher. It's not a platform for people to communicate, and whatever gets popular, gets popular. No, you're picking and choosing what you're allowing to get popular. That's you behaving as a publisher. And yeah, our society, are we always going to get the best shit that goes viral and trends? Like, no, there's going to be stupid shit that's probably harmful that will go viral and trend. But if you look at TikTok, like that's probably been the thing that's been polluting the minds of people the most. That's not just a natural algorithm that's promoting the most engaging content. No, that's like some Chinese propaganda shit meant to fucking make us stupid and mentally unhealthy. So yeah, I don't know. I just don't trust this guy's fix. I don't trust that these people are actually trying to fix it in a way that leads to more free speech and not just fix it in a way that's just censoring people.
Well, if we want to do something about that, the right first step is to sunset Section 230. It's not going to solve everything, but it is the right first step.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't we just reform it? Why don't we just reform it? Add some fucking new lines that are like really simple. Like, hey, yes, you can moderate it, but you have to be specific. Like I said, like if you don't want to be a porn website, okay, well, you have to make it clear that you're not a porn site, and then you can moderate anything that's sexual content. Oh, you want to be a religious Christian site? You want to be a religious Christian platform? You want to moderate things that are not Christian or whatever? Okay, well, as long as everybody knows that's your intent. Now, if you just want to be a video site where anybody can upload their like what YouTube sold itself as being, as to what it became, it's. I mean, I don't know. In a normal world, like they would probably be sued the fuck out of. Like, how many people came here with the promise of like, if you build an audience, it's essentially all these people, they're subscribing, the same way somebody would subscribe to a magazine, and now they're going to get all of your content. And then one day they're just like, no, actually, even though they're subscribed, we're going to decide who gets your content. And subscriptions are just going to be a little bit of a, it's going to be a suggestion to us to maybe share it, but there's no guarantee, It's like, whoa, it's a little crazy. It's a little crazy. You can just pull the rug out from under people like that. But yeah, I don't know, man. There's a lot of ways to fix this. You could make it a utility and then, basically take over the social media platforms and then ensure like First Amendment applied also on these platforms to where people can say whatever the fuck they want as long as they're not breaking the law. That's one way to fix it. I don't know, just enforcing, like having stricter rules against how these platforms behave. So if they get anywhere close into publisher territory, they get in trouble. Like, because we're not doing that now. We let them act like publishers and still give them all the protection of a platform. That's really where the problem is that we allow them to act like publishers while giving them all the protections of a platform. That's really where the problem lies. So I don't know, sunset 230, I don't know. I don't know why you can't just reform it and fix it. Sunsetting it seems pretty fucking dangerous. Let's end it with some happiness, guys. We all love dogs.
Hello? Oh, hey, how are you? Hey! Yeah, did you get the treats? Well, he specifically wanted peanut butter. Yeah, peanut butter, treats, yeah, because we're gonna go for a ride later. We're gonna go to, I think we're gonna go for a ride.
I don't know what it is, but my favorite part of having a dog is when you say one of the words they like and they immediately, like full attention. It's getting bad with my dog. He won't listen to me unless I promise him a treat. If I promise him a treat, yeah, his head got up, right? I said treat. If I promise him a treat, all of a sudden he's the best dog in the world. He'll listen to every command, as long as the word treat's involved. So now I have to just always be like, come on, Bubba's. Come on, Bubba's. Here, I'll get a treat. Bubba's treat? You want a treat, Bubba's? Yeah, I love him, but he's very manipulative. He's learned how to manipulate me. Sometimes I wonder if I'm his pet, not the other way around, because he knows how to get what he wants.
And go to daycare. Camp, yeah. Well, I don't know what we're gonna do, but I'm hoping that Sarah will be there. And Farrell. Maybe Grandma or...
He really likes Grandma.
Or... I definitely think, that we're gonna eat some treats, we're gonna see Sarah, we're gonna see Grandma, maybe we'll see Bella. Or, I'm not sure yet though, but maybe we'll go for a walk.
We'll go potty. We'll see grandma, and maybe.
I love
Adele
dogs, man.
_Yeffer-67 super chatted $5. Play the Jimmy Dore bullies Joe Rogan, regrets it immediately. I miss that video.
That's a really old one, man. Yeah, I'll pull it up for you, El Jefe. What is that, from 2018?
We'll go get some tacos.
You've been feeding the dog. Look, it's not a good idea to be feeding your dog tacos.
We can go get a taco. Maybe some.
He's like, the hell with this, man. I'm tired of all this teasing. All right, yeah, let me pull that one up for you, El Jefe. Take me a second to find it, because it's an old one, so I got to go pretty far back. Or if I can remember, yeah, you gave me the title, right? That'll work. Jimmy Dore bullies Joe Rogan, regrets it immediately. Yeah. I know when I watch this one back, it's one of the ones I'm not that happy with. Because there were some that I just was trying to keep up with the demand where like I had to have a video out every week or two. And yeah, I just wanted to do so much more work on it. It feels like unfinished. Let me find it. Here we go.
Bill is so obvious.
$27? You know why $27? Because that's my social security number. 27.
Thank you, El Jefe.
What is happening here?
Just sometimes I do jokes.
Like, this is dumb. It's so fucking stupid.
What?
It's set up all fucked up. I can't watch any more of this.
Oh my God.
Bad comedy sucks. Why am I listening to this idiot?
It's over.
It's a mess.
It's over.
Fuck this. What am I doing?
It's fucking covered. Like, I didn't know, like, somebody from Jamaica, that's also an African American. I didn't know that.
What in the fuck are you talking about?
You might be an African American, but you're
out of your fucking mind.
Why are you acting like this?
Fuck you. You're a racist piece of shit.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
How'd that happen?
We're going to talk about cognition, how we fucking got here, and you're smarter than that.
Are we going to address
this? You fucking bullshitter.
Oh, of course you're not racist.
Quit
Oh, you're not racist. Of course you're not racist.
Holy shit.
I know what you're doing.
What are you, fucking crazy?
You're a sneaky fuck. I know what you're doing. You're sneaky. Just saying those words out of your fucking mouth. It's so transparent and really gross.
I'll knock you out.
Woo!
And I'll kill you. Pussy.
I killed a lady. She's dead now.
Yeah, that was such a terrible splice right there. This was early on when I hadn't developed a lot of the skills and techniques that I have now. So these older ones are hard for me to watch because there's so many things I look back now and I see it as a mistake that I just had to learn over time.
I killed a lady. She's dead now. Yeah.
What?
That's real.
I don't. But that was an accident, right?
Yeah, killed a lady in Texas and ate her.
How is that? What is that?
Maybe it was all just a prank. Let's go with that. It was a careless accident.
That's not right. That's gotta be.
Oh, yes, I'm a bad boy.
Can you do that? Isn't that illegal?
That's nonsense. Do that all the time.
How do you get away with shit?
There's so many of them and they breed so quickly, especially in Texas.
Can't do that. They have
That's
emotions.
why you shoot them from a distance.
Joe.
You don't want to get up close.
They don't know it's coming.
Put a bolt to their head and bang, they take them out. They just shut off. It just went whoop, woo. They piss themselves all the time. They shit themselves too if they have to shit. It's not like they're going to live forever. The quality of human meat is far better. You're talking about organic. There's better fatty acids in it. It's just healthier for you.
All of a sudden, I can't remember how to breathe.
I gotta fucking eat something.
No.
Oh, I'm gonna get something beautiful right now.
Let me talk to you for a second.
I feel bad because I feel so happy.
There's no place to go.
Time to pay up. You could die at any moment.
I'm dying. This is no doubt I'm dying. This is it. This is how it's gonna happen. Oh, that was all a joke.
No, there's no jokes with us. We don't do jokes. All that shit's real.
Yeah. This was a better one to me right here.
More books are translated between English and Spanish in 1 year than English and Arabic in 1,000 years.
Wow. This is really interesting.
The word feminism doesn't exist in Arabic, so you can't look it up. Or secularism doesn't exist.
Wow. Amazing.
By the way, I like her. Melissa Chen, I believe. She's still around. She needs to be, Rogan needs to bring her back.
It's, how do you expect people to kind of break out of their mindset, of their indoctrination?
Amazing. I love that. You're very smart and very logical and very intelligent. Maybe you need your own show. Imagine.
See, this was 2020. This was when I felt like I really improved a ton by this point.
Wow. I grew up around a lot of Koreans.
Yeah.
Koreans. Whew. I love Koreans.
It's getting crazy.
Listen,
Sorry.
I love you a lot. I really do.
It's kind of crazy.
But
Yeah,
you're
no.
kind of hot. Want to do it. Want to just fuck. Do Adderall together. Listen to AC/DC and fuck like rabbits.
This is the uncomfortable, this is the part where we just, like, I don't want to.
It's like, God damn it. What are we doing here?
Know your limitations.
That's what it is.
I definitely oppose.
This is good.
It's not.
There's no hope in your eyes of...
It's horrible.
Okay.
You kind of internalize that and have very low self-esteem.
Well, you're wrong.
Inflated sense of self-worth. Just so big. That's the worst.
Do you know how dumb that is? That's really fucking dumb. Like, who are you? What happened to you?
Go to hell.
It's like you're in a vortex of space and time. You don't understand what's what. You don't understand the consequences of this. It's horrible, but you're dying.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, but it keeps saying dropped frames. It just keeps popping up every now and then. Encoding overloaded. Consider turning down your settings using a faster encoding preset. I mean, it's weird how everything's fine for months and then all of a sudden everything's not fine. So I don't know if it's my internet or YouTube itself. So it is what
You're
it
gonna be
is.
attacked and squashed and poisoned and lit on fire.
That part to me is dangerous because...
You're gonna be the first person to die on the show?
Bro.
You're dead.
We shouldn't be going down this route.
You're kind of shit out of luck. The Lord has a way of making things work out.
So...
Tonight on Missing in America, what happened to Melissa Chen?
8577
Melissa was last seen on...
$2. Classic ping.
Thank you, Joe.
Legend.
Thank you, Joe. I play this shit and then people get negative. Like, oh, I'd rather watch this than watch your... Well, then go complain to YouTube and tell them to not fuck with me so much. Because this type of work takes so much time to make. And yeah, I'm sorry if you don't like the live streams and you just want this over and over and over again. But sometimes in life, you don't always get what you want.
Valentine's Day in Los Angeles,
I sure didn't get what I wanted.
California. She was
That's how
appearing
life
on the Joe
goes.
Rogan podcast. And for friends and family, she was very excited to finally get her big break. Sadly, however, she would never be seen alive again. The local authorities so far have no comment, as it is an ongoing investigation.
This was a fun little sketch to make for the ending with voice monster Colin Metzger. He's great. You should go follow him on Instagram. Voice Monster Colin Metzger or something. I don't know. Look up Colin Metzger. You'll probably find him. You probably already follow him. He's gone viral a fuckload of times. He does funny sketches and he's a great voice actor.
The fact that she was last seen with MMA commentator turned podcaster Joe Rogan has raised many suspicions. She is the second woman to go missing after visiting his studios, after Liza Schlesinger went missing back in November of 2017. Her whereabouts are still unknown as well, and many think Joe Rogan may have something to do with her disappearance. Many witnesses have claimed they saw her go into the studios, but no one ever saw her leave.
This is when I was like, I need to have a more consistent narrative. So, because before, you know, when I first started, it was all just random shit. And I'm like, I need to build a consistent narrative. And yeah, it worked really well at first. And then, and then YouTube didn't like me.
But with no body, the authorities have hit it.
It's like, oh, this is about cannibalism. I don't know what YouTube's problem was. I think it's just everybody doesn't like the gray area of this kind of content. Oh, you're using her likeness without permission. Oh, you made somebody say they didn't something they didn't really say. Oh, we don't like this. This is problematic.
End. And once again are asking the public for any information.
Because yeah, this was like 1 million views really quickly. And then I had a string of videos like that were 1 million views. And I was like, oh, great. At this rate, I can do this consistently and just make this my full-time job. And then, I was wrong. I was wrong. But yeah, it was fun times. And there'll be more. You know, you just, the more people cry about it, the less I want to make them. That's a reality. The more people cry about, come on to my other content and cry about me making other content, it makes me not want to make that content again. But I am working on one right now with a Theo. It'll come out. So, I mean, and here's the thing, a lot of that shit might not come out from me. That might just come out on Theo's Instagram. So I might just make my edits and then give them to the person whose podcast I'm making the edit of and let them distribute it. So I don't know. Just stop crying, people. Okay? That's all I ask for. Stop crying. Much love. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. All the super chats. You guys are very generous tonight. We'll see. I'll definitely be on tomorrow night. And I don't know, Super Bowl Sunday. I'm not sure if I'm going to do Sunday night or not. I don't know. Should I come on and do a Super Bowl stream? Seems like nobody would show up if I'm going live during the Super Bowl. So maybe after the Super Bowl. Maybe I'll do a later one after the Super Bowl or something. Much love, everybody. We'll see you on the next episode. Thank you for hanging out. Have a wonderful night. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody.
Please subscribe and like and ring that bell if you want notified. Here's some other videos to watch that you might like or you might not. Have a great day, my internet friend. I hope I'll see you once again. Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notified. Have a great day, my internet friend. I hope I'll see you once again. Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notification.